Batting practice is over and the ground crew is getting the field ready. It's time for the On Deck Circle, a comprehensive look at the Salt Lake Stingers and the Pacific Coast League. Now, to get you ready for today's game, here's the voice of the Stingers, Steve Krauke.
Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to Salt Lake Stingers baseball. This is the On Deck Circle prior to the start of tonight's game between the Stingers and the Tacoma Rainiers, the fourth and final game of a four-game set. The Stingers have won 2 out of 3, including last night's win by a final score of 8-5, as Dallas McPherson went 3 for 4 with a home run, a triple, and 2 runs batted in. He was just a double shy of the cycle. The Stingers at 34-51, fourth place in the North Division, 14.5 games behind the front-running Rainiers. Now, the Stingers, with a win tonight, would win their third series out of their last 4 played, after having gone nearly 2 months in between series victories. Now, Tacoma has already claimed the season series win over the Stingers. They lead at 9-6 with just tonight's game remaining, although the Stingers have the overall series lead at 72-70. The pitching matchup tonight features a pair of right-handers on the mound. For the Stingers, it'll be Steve Green with a record of 5 wins and 8 losses. And on the mound for Tacoma will be right-hander Gil Mesh with a record of 1 win and 1 loss since being sent down from Seattle. Our guest in the on-deck circle is Highland High School's own Zach Sorensen, who's now been with the ball club for about a month and a half. We'll talk to Zach about getting the opportunity to play here at home right after this on ESPN 1230.
To the podium and spokesman Joey McDonough.
Karen Pullman's Bowling Center is now open at 7990 South, 1300 East. Yes, you, sir.
Yeah, you said before the new center will be 16 lanes?
Right, built to the standards of Junior Olympic Bowling Master Instructor and USA Bowling Gold Coach Karen Pullman.
Does Karen Pullman's have a family night special?
Yes, for only $30, your family can bowl all night and have something to eat in the cafe. And all week, you'll save with a ball, bag, shoes, and lesson for only $99. Plus deep discounts on all in-stock clothing items.
What about Karen Pullman's legendary embroidery?
The new center has over 3,000 square feet to create your custom embroidered letter jackets and uniforms for teams and businesses. Also, you'll find a full-service cafe that is open for lunch and dinner.
Good news. Call 233-1101 to register now for Fall Leagues. And remember, purchase a bowling ball and receive instruction on the lanes from a certified instructor. Back to you.
Are you ready for love? That special someone could be waiting just for you at Match.com. Match.com's exclusive total attraction matching system helps you connect on all the things that really matter, from personal values to personal style. Then delivers profiles and photos of your most compatible matches. Hundreds of thousands found their love at Match.com. Take the Match.com personality test free and get the love meant just for you.
LendingTree.com presents How to Get Out from Under Debt. First, take an average guy.
Hello?
Then add some credit card debt, a car payment, and a student loan.
How?
To get out from under all this debt, get a debt consolidation loan from LendingTree.com, where banks compete and you choose the loan that's right for you. Call 1-800-555-TREE. That's 1-800-555-TREE. When banks compete, you win at LendingTree.com.
Equal housing opportunity. Some restrictions may apply. See website for details.
Welcome back to the On Deck Circle. Our guest is the singer Zach Sorensen. I can't categorize him as an infielder or outfielder. Zach, you've been all over the place since joining this ball club.
Yeah, we've been bouncing around quite a bit. A little bit of injuries have forced us in certain positions, but it's been great to jump around.
Is there any one spot you feel the most comfortable at?
I'll always love shortstop. I really will. I love being out there. But it's been good for me to be in center day in and day out, just to get comfortable out there, because that's one spot I really wanted to work on.
Can you ever get comfortable in center field in this ballpark? First of all, the sun early in the game has got to be difficult, although it's worse in left than it is in center. And then, of course, fly balls go a little bit further here than they do other places.
They definitely do. They carry quite a bit, and it's been a challenge for me. There's been balls hit over my head, but you accept all challenges, and I'm learning a lot.
Of course, one of the things I've noticed the last couple of homestands, we've had a prevailing wind out of the north, and right-hand hitters, you've had to play a slice on these guys.
Yeah, definitely. You know, every night's a little bit different, like you said, with winds and with sun. And but that's playing the outfield, and that's what I'm trying to learn and figure out.
Now, of course, when we talked earlier this season, you were looking forward to the opportunity to finally getting a chance to play at home, both from a standpoint of the family here and, of course, your wife and your son. And has it been everything that it was cracked up to be?
It's been great. You know, they're still coming to the games, even, you know, through good and bad. So they're still excited. We're having a lot of fun with it.
Of course, now, how's the pass list been since you got here?
It's been pretty good. They've taken care of me. The front office has been great. And we're probably averaging 30 or so a night. So they've been patient with me.
You know, as far as this ball club is concerned, the one thing that this team has been, I think, is patient. Even though things haven't exactly gone the Stingers' way, you go out on a nightly basis and you see guys, you know, hustling their behinds off, and nobody's quit on this ball club. And I think that's a positive sign both for you guys as a group and from the Angels' standpoint. They look at that and see, you know, these guys give it their all.
Yeah, it has. There's been lots of patience. The team's been, you know, through tough times. It has had really a good attitude about them, and it's good to play on a team like that who doesn't give in, doesn't give up, and feels like we can still go out and win every night, even though times have been slightly tough. And it's exciting for the second half. I think it's going to be an exciting second half.
Speaking of exciting, obviously you've been in AAA before at the International League. Kind of exciting to check out some new ballparks, new cities in the PCL.
It's been great. You know, you love seeing, especially this side of the country. You know, I've been on the East Coast for 6 years, and coming over here to these cities and these ballparks, it's always nice going to new city, new ballpark.
All right, more with Zach right after this here on ESPN 1230.
Starting for your locally owned grocery store, Andy Goodwill.
Regarded as the top customer service clerk in the country, Andy Goodwill is a first-team all-star selection as a provider of only the best service to shoppers at any of the associated food stores, including Acres, Peterson's, Macy's, and others across the Wasatch Front. As region MVP, Goodwill set records for happy customers, satisfied shoppers, and stunning smiles. Goodwill chose associated food stores because of its commitment to customer service and the impressive reputation of Western Family Products. For your family, only the best.
Golf pros agree. To lower your score, improve your short game. The best course for that is the Jordan River Par 3, located at 1200 North Redwood Road. The Jordan River Par 3 golf course is just minutes from downtown and playable in about an hour. It's the best place to develop your short iron, chipping, and putting skills. And it's just $6 for 9 holes. It's the best golf value around. Small groups and church outings are welcome with fantastic group discounts available. For tee times, call 533-4527. That's 533-4527 or visit slc-golf.com.
When's the last time you got a bonus? You know, just like that. Well, a $2,000 bonus is waiting for you at Stedman's Recreation in Tooele, because between now and the end of August, you can get $2,000 in bonus bucks for the purchase of a 2003 Honda VTC 1800 motorcycle. You can use your bonus bucks on any accessories, on riding gear, or even a down payment. And right now, you can ride out with a Honda VTX 1800 motorcycle with 3.9% fixed APR for up to 3 years and 0 down payment upon approved credit through American Honda Finance Corporation. So head on down to Stedman's Recreation at 916 North Main in Tooele and use your $2,000 in bonus bucks on parts or accessories. With your new gear, you're going to be cruising the boulevard in style. Bonus bucks offer good through August 31st, 2004. Financing available to qualified buyers through July 31st, 2004. Payment example, 36 monthly payments of $29.48 for each $1,000 finance. Other restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
Welcome back to the On Deck Circle. I guess as the Stingers, Zach Sorensen. Zach, we're going to play a little game called 7 Questions, something that, now, I can't categorize question number 1 because you haven't been in the league long enough, you haven't visited all the cities, so I'm just going to ask you in general terms, favorite minor league city that you've played in?
In this league, I got to go with Salt Lake. I love this ballpark here, the way the ball plays, the way the ball carries, and the scene.
During your stretch in the majors last year, best city, best ballpark to play in?
It's tough to beat Cleveland. Got my first hit in Arizona, so that means a lot to me there. And overall, Colorado.
Baseball player that you most admired either growing up or that you've played with?
Growing up, Ozzie Smith. I love the magic he did with his glove, no doubt about it. Roberto Alomar has really helped me out a lot in my career. Great man and a great ball player.
Favorite baseball movie of all time?
I like The Rookie. Every once in a while when I'm getting a little bit down in the game, I turn it on and it hits home a little bit with me and how important it is to get to the big leagues and the feeling that it brings.
All right, favorite movie of all time, period?
Ooh, I'm a Rocky fan. I know he's going to win, but I'm still a Rocky fan.
Best thing about being a professional baseball player?
I think just playing in the dirt every night. You get to go out and the lights go on and people come to watch you play and you get to get dirty and they pay you for it.
Worst thing about being a professional baseball player?
No doubt, time away from family. That's the toughest thing, is being away from family.
Finally, if you weren't a baseball player, what would you be doing right now?
I'd be a doctor. I would hopefully, kind of leaning towards pediatrician and doing anything I can to help out kids. Love those kids.
What about after baseball?
Possibly. A lot of school, but probably still go that route.
Well, Zach, again, it's been a pleasure having you with the ball club. You've done a great job, no matter whether it's been center, short, second, whatever, but you seem to be in the lineup every night. And just one other question in regards to that is from a baseball standpoint. They've also moved you around in the lineup. Do you like the leadoff spot best, number 2 spot? What spot in the order?
My favorite spot's 2. I think there's a lot of action in the 2-hole and a lot of stuff you can do, bunt, hit and run, those types of things, and that's my favorite overall. But anywhere, whatever it takes, just want to help the team get after it and get victories.
As long as your name's in the lineup, right?
That's it right there.
All right, Zach, appreciate your time, and good luck the rest of the season.
Thanks.
All right, Zach Sorensen, our guest, back with the starting lineup after this on ESPN 1230.
Two of the fastest growing crimes in Utah are fraud and forgery. Don't be a victim. Have sensitive and confidential documents disposed of safely at Certified Shred. With Certified Shred, you can have your item shredded on site with their state-of-the-art mobile shredding trucks, or you can let their secured personnel do it off-site. To contact the bonded and insured professionals at Certified Shred, call 972-4748. They've been handling the removal of sensitive documents for over 5 years, so they know what they're doing. Certified Shred, 972-4748. So, when's the last time you got a bonus? Well, now you can get $2,000 in bonus bucks when you buy a 2003 Honda VTX 1800 motorcycle. Yeah, use your bonus bucks on any accessories, on riding gear, or even a down payment. You can also take advantage of great low financing. So head on down to Stedman's Recreation at 916 North Main in Tooele today for your bonus bucks, and you can cruise the boulevard in style. Bonus bucks offer good through August 31st, 2004. Other restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
Home equity loans are easy to get at Mountain America Credit Union. Easier, perhaps, than deciding what to do with the money.
We could get a deck and a hot tub.
Remodel the bathroom and a jetted tub.
Once you make up your mind, you'll pay no appraisal fees, no origination fees, no closing costs, and no annual fees at Mountain America.
A snowmobile.
Try a snow blower.
While you're deciding what to do with the money, call or visit Mountain America Credit Union or log on to mtnamerica.org.
How about a widescreen TV?
How about storm windows with screens?
At Mountain America Credit Union, we make getting home equity loans easy. So get approved.
An ATV.
A riding lawnmower.
Unfortunately, we're no help at all when it comes to deciding what to do with the money.
Oh, come on, lighten up. Okay, let's get a fishing boat.
Oh, you want water? We'll take a cruise.
Mountain America Credit Union, member NCUA, and equal opportunity lender.
Welcome back to an overcast Franklin Covey Field. The Stingers and Rainiers getting ready to wrap up this 4-game series. Time now for tonight's starting lineups, brought to you by National Isuzu Southtown. Isuzu is back in the Salt Lake area at National Isuzu Southtown, located in the Southtown Auto Mall in Sandy. First of all, for the visiting Tacoma Rainiers, managed by Dan Rose. Leading off, the right fielder, Elpidio Guzman. Batting second, the center fielder, Jeremy Reed. Hitting third and playing first base, A.J. Zapp. Batting cleanup, the designated hitter, Bucky Jacobson. Hitting fifth and playing left field, Raul Ibanez. Hitting sixth, the second baseman, Mickey Lopez. Batting seventh and playing third base, Greg Dobbs. Hitting eighth and catching, Jim Horner. And batting ninth is the shortstop, Ramon Santiago. Pitching for Tacoma will be right-hander, Gil Mesh. For the homestanding Salt Lake Stingers, managed by Mike Brumley, Leading off, the center fielder, Zach Sorensen. Batting second, the shortstop, Alfredo Amezaga, back from the Angels. Batting third and playing left field, Adam Riggs. Hitting cleanup, the third baseman, Dallas McPherson. Hitting fifth, the designated hitter, Alex Pelaez. Batting sixth and catching, Will Nieves. Hitting seventh, the right fielder, Brian Gordon. Batting eighth, the first baseman, Casey Smith. And hitting ninth is the second baseman, Brian Speck. Pitching for the Stingers will be right-hander Steve Green. It's the Stingers and Tacoma wrapping up a 4-game series here at Franklin Covey Field. We'll be back with the start of tonight's game right after this on ESPN 1230.
This has been the On Deck Circle. Stay tuned. Salt Lake Stingers baseball is coming up next on the home of the Stingers, ESPN 1230 AM.
If you need to lose 15, 20, even 50 pounds or more, then you need the powerful one-day diet, an amazing breakthrough that guarantees rapid weight loss without giving up your favorite foods, counting calories, or taking dangerous diet pills.
I'm Linda. I lost 10 pounds in 7 days. I was skeptical at first, but it's simple, easy, and it really works.
Hi, my name is Kelly. I lost 21 pounds in 37 days and 10 inches off my waist on the one-day diet. I couldn't believe it.
There now exists a bioactive weight loss compound so powerful, so effective, that it boosts your metabolism, burns stored fat, and helps you lose weight fast. The one-day diet is much too powerful for people that need to lose less than 15 pounds.
Hi, my name is Anna. I lost 27 pounds in 45 days. I've never tried anything like this. It's truly amazing.
Call now for your risk-free starter pack at 1-800-626-5182. One-day diet is 100% safe, natural, and guaranteed. Call toll-free 1-800-626-5182. That's 1-800-626-5182.
KJQS Murray, Salt Lake City. This is the ESPN Radio AM 1230. And he throws deep. Worldwide leader in sports. Citadel Broadcasting Station. The field is live. The starting pitchers have finished their warm-up, and the managers have exchanged lineup cards. It's time for Salt Lake Stingers baseball. So let's go to the ballpark. Here's the voice of the Salt Lake Stingers, Steve Klauke.
Well, once again, good evening, everyone, and welcome to Salt Lake Stingers baseball on an overcast evening along the Wasatch Front. The Stingers and Rainiers getting ready to wrap up this 4-game set. Stingers have won 2 out of 3 after dropping the opener 6-5 in 10 innings. They've come back to win back-to-back games, including last night's 8-5 decision here over the Rainiers. So the Stingers trying to make it 3 out of 4 for the third time in their last 4 series, and a chance with a win tonight to get within 13.5 games of Tacoma in the divisional standings. The Stingers from here will head off to play a 4-game series at Las Vegas before we hit the All-Star break. 3 days off, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, before the Stingers open up the play after the All-Star break here at Franklin Covey Field 1 week from tomorrow night against the Edmonton Trappers. Right now, the Stingers getting ready to take the field here at Franklin Covey before the start of tonight's ball game. Stingers dressed in their home whites with the red numerals and lettering trimmed in black. The Rainiers wearing their Seattle Mariner-like road gray uniforms with the navy blue numerals and lettering trimmed in teal and in white. So the Stingers taking the field, and in just a moment, we'll have the singing of our national anthem, and then it will be play ball here on a Wednesday night here at Franklin Covey Field. And so right now it's time for the singing of our national anthem. And now our national anthem. our national anthem prior to the start of tonight's game between the Stingers and the Tacoma Rainiers here at Franklin Covey Field. The Stingers have taken the field, so let's take a look at their defensive alignment, courtesy of the Phone Directories Company. Cover your bases using the phone book with the beautiful cover. Or you can look up what you need at myphonedirectory.com. For the Stingers, Adam Riggs is in left field, Zach Sorensen in center, and Brian Gordon's in right. Dallas McPherson at third, Alfredo Amezaga at short. Brian Specht at second base, and Casey Smith is over at first. A battery of Steve Green pitching, and Will Nieves catching. For Steve Green, this will be his 18th start in 78 innings. He's given up 96 hits, 70 runs, 65 of them earned. He has struck out 56, but walked 53. He's hit 3 batters, thrown 1 wild pitch, and surrendered 9 home runs. Green has won 5 and lost 8 with a 7.50 earned run average. The PCL is batting .312 against right-hander Steve Green. So Steve Green, 2 starts ago, was outstanding, but got roughed up his last go-around. Trying to turn things back to his favor here tonight. Steve, 6'2", 200 pounds, in his 7th year as a professional out of the Montreal area. Fastball curve, changeup pitcher. We mentioned he's walked 53 batters this year. That's obviously very high. The record for the franchise, 80 by Mark Redmond in 1997. So we're just about ready to go, so sit back, relax, and enjoy. Salt Lake Stingers baseball is on the air for a Wednesday night here in Salt Lake City. Leading things off for the Tacoma Rainiers will be the right fielder, Elpidio Guzman, batting .290, 10 doubles, 2 triples, 4 homers, 21 runs batted in. Guzman's been a tough out in this series, having gone 7 for 12 with a homer and 2 runs batted in. And the forecast calling for the possibility of rain. Looking at the radar, most of the rain seems to be sliding north of the city. As there's a fastball strike down the middle, we're underway. 0-1 the count on Elpidio Guzman. The outfield shaded towards left, a strong wind blowing straight out. As Guzman takes another fastball in the outside corner to knees, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes the count. Green's 53 walks, second in the league behind Matt Thornton of Tacoma with 56. The 0-2 pitch, Guzman takes low and outside a ball, 1-2. Elpidio Guzman. Homer, 2 runs batted in on this series. Now the pitch. Breaking ball low and inside to the left-hand batter, and that evens the count at 2-2. Some very heavy thunderstorm activity north of Wendover, but that is sliding in a northeasterly direction towards Logan. So for the time being anyway, we should stay dry here at Franklin Covey Field. Here's a pitch, a high bouncing ball, third base side, and just foul. And Dan Roan questioning third base umpire Sean Rakos. That ball looked like it was right on the chalk. Rakos calling it foul. And maybe a break for the Stingers there. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count on Elpidio Guzman. Now Green winds the 2-2. Swung on, chopped toward short. Backhanded by Alfredo. The strong throw across, on target and in time for out number 1. So Guzman retired. That'll bring up Jeremy Reed, the center fielder. Reed batting .292, 1 double, 1 triple, 1 homer, 4 runs batted in since coming over from the Chicago White Sox organization in the Freddie Garcia trade. Reed rated the number 1 prospect in the White Sox system prior to this season. First pitch fastball high, ball 1. Just 3 for 14 in this series with a double and 2 runs batted in. Now the wind by Green in the 1-0. Reed slices one foul into the upper deck and out, third base side, and it caroms all the way back down onto the field of play. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. with A.J. Zapp, the first baseman, on deck. On a warm, overcast, breezy night. The pitch is high, ball 2. 2-1 the count on left-handed hitting Jeremy Reed. Just turned 23 years old last month. The 2-1 pitch slapped up the middle and through into center field, a base hit. And so Jeremy Reed aboard with a 1-out single. That'll bring up A.J. Zapp, the first baseman. Zapp batting .304, 16 doubles, 2 triples, 18 homers, 58 runs batted in. Only his second game of the series. He's 2 for 4 with a triple. So 1 on, 1 out here in the Tacoma first. Bucky Jacobson due next. Steve Green working out of the stretch now with a runner at first base. Reed, he has yet to attempt a stolen base as a Rainier. Pitch on the way, lifted foul. Third base side out of play, strike 1. With Charlotte before the trade, he was 12 out of 19 in the stolen base department. Nobody in the league as aggressive as the Rainiers. 80 stolen bases. Nobody else in the league as a team has more than 68. Now Green ready, the 0-1. There goes Reed. The pitch is grounded to first. Looking to first was Smith, but it was a second rather, but his only play was at first for out number 2. Sharply hit, but with Reed on the move. Smith with no opportunity for the force out at second. And so Reed at second with 2 out. The batter will be Bucky Jacobson, the designated hitter. Jacobson batting .324, 21 doubles, 1 triple, 25 homers, 84 runs batted in. Setting a Salt Lake record. He has 20 runs batted in this year, the most by an opposing player in one season. The previous record had been 18. He broke the record last night with a long 3-run homer. So 2 outs, a runner at second base. Now Green's pitch. Low for a ball, 1-0. Reed, the runner at second base. Stingers and the Rainiers just underway. No score. Now the 1-0. Down low into the dirt. Ball 2. Good to know that thanks to Pat and Dan Butchek, the webcast is back in operation. Apologize for those few days where it was not working, but don't know where the glitch came from, but it's been taken care of. And we welcome those of you listening along the internet tonight, wherever you may be. 2-0, the count on Bucky Jacobson. No score, just underway here in the first. Rainiers with a runner at second base and 2 out. Stingers' parent club, the Anaheim Angels, leading at Chicago tonight in the 4th inning, 6-0, a pair of home runs for Jose Guillen. Now the 2-0. Jacobson starts after it, holds up and takes a strike on the outside half of the plate below the belt. 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike the count. And a full slate of action all throughout Major League Baseball tonight. We'll update you on the scores in the 3rd inning. Green ready, the 2-1 to Jacobson. Swung on and fouled off. First base side, over the roof and out of play. Evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Jacobson began his pro career in 1997 with the Ogden Raptors. Later on in his career in Beloit, some fans started and still operate the BuckyBackers.com website. The 2-2. Into the dirt, skips past the catcher Nieves, and on to third goes Jeremy Reed on a very wild pitch. So the count on Jacobson is full at 3-2, and for Steve Green, that's just his second wild pitch of the season. So now a runner at third, 2 out, and a full count on Jacobson. folks here with thunder sticks. Bizarre noise you might be hearing in the background. 3-2 the count. The big right-hand batter. Green ready. The payoff pitch. Swing a ground foul past the first base dugout and out of the reach of netman. The count remains 3-2. Raul Ibanez set to wrap up a rehab assignment on deck for Tacoma. He's supposed to fly to Chicago for another evaluation by the Mariners people and then more than likely get activated on Friday when the M's start a series against the White Sox. Three balls, two strikes. Jacobson with those feet spread apart, straightaway stance. Green the 3-2. Swinging a ground ball right side. Scooped up by Speck going to his left. And from short right field, he throws him out to retire the side. No runs, one hit, one runner left on base. So after the first half inning of play, it's Tacoma nothing. And the Stingers are coming to bat on ESPN 1230.
After a 10-win season, a Liberty Bowl shutout at Southern Miss, and a top 25 ranking, you may think the University of Utah football team is satisfied. Well, Urban Meyer and the boys want to let you in on a little secret. You ain't seen nothing yet. Ain't seen nothing yet! So call 581-UTIPS for your season tickets because you ain't seen nothing yet!
You asked for it. Now at Upper Limit Fitness, we're pleased to announce that our new clearance zone is in all three of our stores. The Upper Limit Clearance Zone is a store within a store, bursting at the seams with fantastic savings on new and used quality fitness equipment. You'll discover unbelievable savings on strength equipment, treadmills, bikes, free weights, and gyms. You'll find reconditioned exercise equipment with factory warranty, special deals on benches and bikes, dumbbell racks up to 70% off, Olympic 300-pound sets with base and weights as low as $119, with weight plates for under 30 cents a pound. Our clearance zone is a great place to save on quality fitness equipment, new and used, demos and odds and ends. Check out the great deals on top quality treadmills, bikes, home gyms, and free weights, all at huge clearance zone discounts. Come into any Upper Limit location and look for the clearance zone sign and get ready to save. Upper Limit Fitness, 815 West 2400 South in Salt Lake, 1345 South State in Orem, and at the corner of Antelope and Hillfield Road in Layton.
You're listening to Stingers Baseball on the home of the Salt Lake Stingers, ESPN 1230 AM.
All right, we go to the bottom of the first inning defensively for Tacoma. Let's check out their alignment courtesy of the Phone Directories Company. Raul Ibanez in left, Jeremy Reed in center, Elpidio Guzman in right, Greg Dobbs at third, Ramon Santiago at short, Mickey Lopez at second, and H.A. Zapp at first. A battery of Gil Mesh pitching and Jim Horner catching. Zach Sorensen to lead things off. First pitch taking, it's low, ball one. Zach batting .338, 5 doubles, a triple, no homers, and 12 runs batted in. Now the line by Mesh and the 1-0. Swinging a foul back into the screen, 1-1 for Mesh. This will be his 7th start of the year for Tacoma in 34 1/3 innings. He's given up 28 hits, 16 runs, 14 of them earned. He has struck out 31 and walked 16. He's won 1 and lost 1 with a 3.67 earned run average. As he misses with a breaking ball low, 2-1. PCL batting just .224 against the right-hander, Gil Mesh. Started out the year with the Mariners, 1-5 in 10 starts with an ERA over 7. As he delivers a pitch into the dirt that skips past the catcher Horner, and the count's 3-1. So Zach Sorensen to lead things off. Zach 3 for 13. He has exactly fared well against the Rainiers. 3-1 pitch is sliced foul, left field side into the upper deck, filling the count at 3-2. Zach with just 4 hits and 30 at-bats against Tacoma pitching this year. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The payoff pitch is high and outside, ball 4, and Sorensen's aboard with a leadoff walk. That'll bring up Alfredo Amezaga, just back from a stint with the Angels. Alfredo, while he was with the Stingers, Hit just .213 earlier this year. 5 doubles, a triple, no homers, and 4 runs batted in. Facing Tacoma for the first time. Runner at first base, nobody out. Creeping in at third, Dodd. The pitch, swing and a miss, and a fastball down and in. Strike one. Alfredo, a switch hitter, batting from the left side against the right-hander Mesh. It'll probably take him a while to get the kinks out. Didn't see a whole lot of action with the Angels, primarily in the field defensively, hitting just .157 for the Angels. 0-1 pitch is low, and that evens the count on Alfredo at 1 ball and 1 strike. Bottom of the first inning, Stingers have jumped out in front in each of their 2 wins. 3 runs in the first on Monday, 2 runs in the first last night. Toss to first, and the runner is back. Amezaga appeared in 36 games, but only had 70 plate appearances, batting .157, with just 11 hits in those 70 at-bats. Now the pitch, strike, a breaking ball in on the counts 1-2. Alfredo with 1 double and 3 runs batted in for the Angels. 1-2 the count. The infield double play depth. Sorensen a good sized lead at first. Mesh delivers, and Alfredo slaps it foul outside the coach's box at third, and the count remains 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Gil Mesh, 6'3", 200 pounds, in his 8th year with the Mariners organization. He was a first-round pick of Seattle, the 22nd selection overall in the 1996 draft. Out of the Candia High School in Louisiana. Now Mesh the 1-2. Amezaga hits a high chopper behind third. Dobbs has the ball, but has no play, as that ball took a high bounce off the area in front of home plate. And so the Stingers have runners at first and second base with nobody out. Helpless feeling for Dobbs at third, waiting for that ball to come down, and it took forever. So now the Stingers have runners at first and second base. Nobody out for the left fielder, Adam Riggs, batting .305. 18 doubles, 4 triples, 13 homers, 45 runs batted in. Now Mesh ready, the pitch. Strike, a fastball in the inside corner at the knees. 0-1 the count on Riggs. With Amezaga's arrival, the Stingers now at the roster limit of 24. No balls, 1 strike the count. Time called as Riggs steps out. Hits even at 1 apiece. No score, bottom of the first. Stingers trying to jump out in front early again. The 0-1 to Adam. Swinging a foul. Back to the base of the screen. Riggs is in the hole now, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes the count. Ken will be with you in Las Vegas, or from Las Vegas, tomorrow, Friday, and Saturday nights at 8:10 Mountain Time. 1:05 is the game time on Sunday afternoon. Now the 0-2 pitch to Riggs. Swung on and lifted in the air towards right. Elpidio Guzman in a couple of steps makes the shoulder high catch and fires it in towards third. Knocked down by the shortstop Santiago. So Riggs flies out, 1 away for Dallas McPherson, the third baseman. McPherson batting .396, 3 doubles, 3 triples, 6 homers, 14 runs batted in, 7 for 13 in this series. So 2 on, 1 out for the Stingers here in the bottom of the first. Sorensen, the runner at second, and Messick at first. So good speed on the base paths for the Stingers. Now Mesh from the belt ready, the pitch. McPherson swings and misses in front of an off-speed pitch, strike 1. Mesh faced the Stingers in Tacoma on June 16th. He gave up only 3 hits, 4 runs, 3 of them earned, 5 strikeouts, 3 walks, and 7 1/3 innings. Was not involved in the decision in that game. Now Mesh, the glance back and the pitch home. Fastball outside at the belt, evens the count at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. The count on McPherson with Alex Pelaez due next. The outfield straight away for the left-hand batter. Mesh ready. The kick and the 1-1. McPherson swings and misses it a pitch away. 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Mesh has had all kinds of injury problems. Out all of 2001 after rotator cuff surgery. Spending all of 2002 trying to come back. Spent it at Double-A San Antonio. Spent all of last year with the Mariners. Now the 1-2 to McPherson. Instead, the step off from the look of the runner, Sorensen, back towards second. Now wind has died down considerably. Flag just barely moving out on the pole and left. The 1-2 to McPherson. Breaking ball low, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. On the Angels co-minor league player of the year in 2003. Stingers will be without McPherson for a couple of games this weekend in Las Vegas as he plays for the United States in the Futures game down in Houston on Sunday. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss at a high fastball. He struck him out. 2 down here in the first. So the Stingers had runners at first and second, nobody out. 2 outs later, they're still there for Alex Pelaez, the designated hitter. Pelaez batting .345, 8 doubles, 1 triple, 2 homers, 39 runs batted in. 5 for 11 in this series. That U.S. team, by the way, will be managed by Mike Quade, the Iowa Cubs skipper, who also managed Vancouver to their championship the final year of that franchise in history. Pickoff throw to second, and Sorensen just got back in ahead of the tag. He would have been dead to rights at second base if not for a poor throw by Mesh, as the shortstop Santiago had to take it high, head over towards the first base side of second. Now Mesh ready, and the pitch to Pelaez. Breaking ball low, ball 1. 1-0 the count on Alex. Tacoma winning the season series over Salt Lake for the first time since 1997. Mesh ready, the 1-0 to Pelaez. Low and outside to the right-hand batter, and the count's 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. Outfield straight away for Alex. Now Mesh ready. The glance back towards Sorensen at second. The pitch. 2-0 curve. Low. Ball 3. 3-0 the count. And a wide one here would load the bases for Will Nieves. Stingers trying to jump out in front here in the first. 2 on, 2 out. The 3-0 for Pelaez, and he takes right down the middle of strike, 3-1. Stinger manager Mike Brumley coaching over at third base with hitting coach Jim Eppert over at first. 3 balls, 1 strike. Mesh from the belt ready. Here's the pitch. Low, ball 4, and the bases are loaded. 2 walks and an infield single have filled it for Will Nieves. Will batting .303, 14 doubles, 6 triples, 6 homers, and 32 runs batted in. Nieves on the season, just 1 hit and 6 at-bats with the bases full. 0 for 3 with the bases loaded and 2 out. So the Stingers with the bases full, 2 down here in the first. Looking back at Mesh's start in Tacoma, Nieves was not in the lineup, so this will be his first plate appearance against Mesh this year. Sorensen at third, Messiga at second, Pelaez at first. The pitch to Nieves, in for a strike just under the letters, 0-1. Nieves less than thrilled with the call as Letendre with a late right arm. No balls, one strike. Nieves out of the batter's box momentarily. The outfield straight away. The infield back for the 0-1. Swing and a foul back into the screen. 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Nieves so far in this series against the Rainiers, 5 for 11. One of those 5 hits a home run. No balls, 2 strikes. Ryan Gordon, the right fielder, on deck. Mesh ready with the 0-2. Up high with a fastball. 1-2 the count on Nieves. Overall this year, 12 for 47 against Tacoma. Exactly 25% of his hits, 3 of them, have been home runs against the Rainiers. 1-2 the count on Nieves. Now Mesh from the belt, ready to pitch. Swinging a ground ball to short. Santiago has it. The throw to second base, just ahead of Alex Pelaez for the force out, and that retires the side. So no run score on 1 hit. 3 runners left on the base paths, and after 1, there's no score here at Franklin Covey Field on ESPN 1230.
Larry H. Miller for Junior Achievement.
A quote from Ronald Reagan, about a 45-minute speech that he delivered in 1975. If we get right down to bedrock, I think reflects what Junior Achievement is about, and I hope what we're about as individuals within our free enterprise system.
Get involved with Utah's future business leaders. Volunteer with Junior Achievement.
We'll read before it's too late. Use the vitality and the magic of the marketplace to save this way of life. Or will we face our children and our children's children someday when they ask, where were you and what were you doing on the day that freedom was lost?
As a Junior Achievement volunteer, you'll be helping to shape the future of America.
Whether we like to think of it in those terms or not, that in fact is what the stakes are. Children are the messengers we send to a time that we'll never see. That's the importance of Junior Achievement.
For more information, call 355-5252 or on the web at ja.org.
Starting for your locally owned grocery store, Andy Goodwill.
Regarded as the top customer service clerk in the country, Andy Goodwill is a first-team all-star selection as a provider of only the best service to shoppers at any of the associated food stores, including Acres, Peterson's, Macy's, and others across the Wasatch Front. As region MVP, Goodwill set records for happy customers, satisfied shoppers, and stunning smiles. Goodwill chose associated food stores because of its commitment to customer service and the impressive reputation of Western Family Products. For your family, only the best.
Finally go to the second inning, no score. Each team had an opportunity to take the lead in the first, but could not cash in. For the Rainiers, it'll be Raul Ibanez, Mickey Lopez, and Greg Dobbs. 5, 6, and 7 hitters, 2 up in the Tacoma batting order to face right-hander Steve Green. Raul Ibanez, probably the last game of his rehab assignment, batting 167. 1 double, no runs batted in this series. He's 2 for 12. Ibanez was hitting .263 with Seattle at the time of his hamstring injury. The outfield deep and around towards left as Steve Green delivers outside, ball 1. 1-0 the count on Raul Ibanez. He had been playing left field for the Mariners this year. An area where they've had all kinds of problems over the years filling that spot as Green pours in a strike at the knees. 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike the count on Raul. The pitch. Swing and a chopper out in front of the plate. Up with it is Nieves, and he can't find the handle on it. He called Steve Green off the play, but could not make the bare hand pickup, and so Ibanez is on what will likely be an infield single. And it is. So now a runner at first, nobody out for Mickey Lopez, batting .274, 13 doubles, 4 triples. 6 homers, 25 runs batted in for Lopez, who's 3 for 13 in the series. So a runner at first, nobody out. Stingers baseball brought to you in part by Taco Maker. Try Taco Maker's Soft Super Taco Combo Meal. Get their famous Super Soft Taco, hot tater chims, and a nice cold drink. Taco Maker, best mix under the sun. First pitch to Lopez. Double play ball to second. Specht has it. Shovels to Alfredo for 1. To first for 2. 4-6-3 double play. And with that, another $5 is donated by Taco Maker to the United Way, as they do for every double play this year. That was the 85th of the season by the Stingers, making the total donation so far $425. So just like that, 2 outs and nobody on base for Greg Dobbs, the third baseman, making his first appearance in this series. Dobbs batting .328 since coming up from Double-A San Antonio. 2 doubles, 3 homers, and 12 runs batted in. He's 2 for 6 with a homer and 2 RBI on the season against Salt Lake pitching. Dobbs appeared in only 2 games last year at Double-A San Antonio. Pitch on the way. Low ball 1. During that second game of the year for San Antonio, he ruptured his left Achilles tendon, knocking him out for the year. 1 ball the count on the left-hand hitting Dobbs. The pitch, swinging a bouncing ball left side. Meziga charges, juggles, throws, not in time. Tough play once McPherson at third couldn't cut it off going to his left. Meziga did bobble the ball, but I don't think he would have had him anyway. A very tough play coming in and to his right. So Dobbs at first, 2 out for Jim Horner, the catcher. Batting .143, 1 double, a homer, and 3 runs batted in. And it is an infield single for Dobbs. 2 teams have combined for 4 hits, 3 of them of the infield variety. So Dobbs at first with 2 out. Horner the batter. Pitch on the way. Anthony's a strike, and it's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike the count on Horner. Out of Washington State University. Al Green ready, the 0-1. Swing and a miss at a breaking ball, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes the count. Two out, a runner at first. Short lead for Dobbs over there. Now Green nods in agreement with Nieves for the sign. Here's the 0-2. Breaking ball into the dirt. Blocked by the catcher, Nieves, and the count goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes on Horner. Who appeared in 18 games at Double-A San Antonio. .284 average, 9 doubles, 5 runs batted in. 1-2 the count. Now Green ready from the stretch, the 1-2. Swing and a bat-handled ground ball to short. Meziga flips to Speck for the out. And that retires the sign. Horner may have a degree in criminal justice, but he was the one that was handcuffed on that pitch. No runs, 2 hits, 1 runner left. After an inning and a half, Stingers nothing, Tacoma nothing on ESPN 1230.
If you're looking for some great brew, let's go get it fresh and get it hot. Taco Maker has the best brew. Let's go, we love it a lot. Hey!
Discover the fresh taste of the Taco Maker. We fry our own taco shells and tortilla chips daily to make them crispy fresh. Our homemade salsas and sauces are the talk of the town. And our refried beans are made from scratch every morning. We use real ground beef and marinate tasty all-white meat chicken with our own marinade recipe. We're keeping it real with real Monterey cheddar cheeses. Hey, it's time you got a taste of the Taco Maker.
Get it fresh and get it hot. We know you'll get a lot. Hey!
Marinated chicken taco salads are the favorite meal at the Taco Maker. All white meat chicken marinated to perfection. Served in a lightly fried flour tortilla bowl with homemade refried beans, crisp lettuce, cheddar, and Monterey cheeses, fresh tomatoes, olives, and green onions. Make it low carb and we'll serve it on a plate.
Taco Maker, Taco Maker. Fresh and get it hot. Make fresh.
Connected Wireless is growing to better serve you with their new Provo Town Center store. Connected Wireless doesn't just sell one-of-a-kind wireless services like most wireless companies. Connected Wireless is your one-stop wireless source. They'll fix you up with the right plan and the right service from Sprint, AT&T, Verizon, and T-Mobile. Plus, Connected Wireless has all the latest and hard-to-find accessories. Connected Wireless will beat any deal, even internet deals. Call 205-FREE or look in the yellow pages to find one of 7 Connected Wireless locations. Get connected. Stay connected with Connected Wireless.
Now, back to more Stingers baseball on ESPN 1230 AM.
All right, we go to the bottom of the second inning. No score. It'll be Brian Gordon, Casey Smith, And Brian Spectu up to face right-hander Kilmesh. No score. Stingers and Rainiers here on a Wednesday night. Brian Gordon to start things off, batting .273. 17 doubles, 3 triples, 14 homers, 48 runs batted in for Brian. He's just 1 out of 11 in this series with 2 RBIs. He swings at a fastball and sends it back, strike one. No balls, 1 strike the count. Kilmesh last year, 32 starts for Seattle, won 15 and lost 13 as Gordon pops another one foul over the roof and out of play behind home plate. 0-2 the count. After missing 2 years of Major League play, he's the first pitcher since Whitey Ford in 1953 to win 15 games after missing the 2 previous seasons. As Gordon fists one foul back into the screen, still 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes the count. Second baseman Mickey Lopez a couple of steps back on the grass in right field. As Mesh winds, here's the 0-2. Swinging a ground ball, first base side, takes a high hop, but Sapp stays with it. And 6 steps to the bag, he outraces Gordon for the out. 1 away. Here's Casey Smith, the first baseman, batting .326, 7 doubles, 2 triples, no homers, 20 runs batted in. Smith, 4 for 10 with an RBI in this series. Alfredo Amezaga here taking Casey's shortstop spot, but Smith, the way he's hit for the Stingers, needs to find a spot in the lineup. There's a breaking ball strike, 0-1 with Casey Kotzman out with that sore wrist, which had an MRI done today. No word on the results. The 0-1 up high for a ball, 1-1. Of course, Alfredo can move around as well, as he's played all over the place for the Angels this year. 1-1 pitch. Smith lifts it foul. First base side out of play. 1-2 the count on Casey, who for the Stingers this year, this is his 6th game at first base. He's had 3 games at second, 10 at third, and 23 at short. He's played all 4 infield spots for Salt Lake. A 1-2 to Smith. Slap foul. Back into the screen, right over the head of the on-deck hitter, Brian Speck. 1-2 the count remains on right-handed hitting Casey Smith. Now Mesh ready, the pitch. Fisted behind first base, foul ground, zap over towards the Stingers bullpen, and he makes the over-the-shoulder catch for out number 2. So 2 up, 2 down. Brings up Brian Speck, the second baseman, batting .233. 10 doubles, 2 triples, 3 homers, 15 runs batted in. Brian 3 for 10 with a double, a homer, and 3 RBI. The double, the homer, and the runs batted in all came in yesterday's game, which the Stingers won by a score of 8-5. 2 out, bases empty, the pitch. Change up high, ball 1. Coming up later tonight, it's the impossible defensive play of the game, brought to you by the Gus Paulus Auto Group. With Gus, anything is possible. 1-0 pitch. Speck takes a changeup over for a strike, 1-1. Gus Paulus may be short, but his selection of quality used cars sure isn't. Visit his new used car dealership at Jordan Landing. Now the 1-1 pitch. Speck takes a fastball strike to the inside corner at the belt, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count on Brian. Outfield in and around towards left as Mesh delivers. Swinging a slow roller to the right side. Lopez scoops it up. The sidearm flip to first. And the Stingers are up and down in order here in the second inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left through 2. Stingers nothing, Tacoma nothing on ESPN 1230.
This is Dale Shanzi from Totally Awesome Computers. Wait until you see my new Bountiful location, man. It rocks! Right on the corner of 5th and 5th. I'm going to have a big old pole sign. Best location in Bountiful. I've been waiting like 7 years for this location. But, little bit of a snag. Check this out. So, I go to my old property manager and I say, okay, how long do we have? They say end of June. So,
I want to double check. I had my accountant call them, and they go, how long do we have? They said, end of June. Okay, no problem. So I signed a new lease on this awesome new location, and just everything styling. And then my current property manager say, oh, whoops, we made a mistake. It's not end of June. It's end of May. So now I am out of a Bountiful location for a month. That's really lame. But I got 8 other totally off computer stores, so I apologize for the inconvenience for the Bountiful customers, but you can deal with all the other 8 totally off computer stores. But next month, man, we will be jamming with the awesomest location up there. Wait till you see it. Totally awesome.
So, when's the last time you got a bonus? Well, now you can get $2,000 in bonus bucks when you buy a 2003 Honda VTX 1800 motorcycle. Yeah, use your bonus bucks on any accessories, on riding gear, or even a down payment. You can also take advantage of great low financing. So head on down to Stedman's Recreation at 916 North Main in Tooele today for your bonus bucks, and you can cruise the boulevard in style. Bonus bucks offer good through August 31st, 2004. Other restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
All right, we move along to the third 0-0 ball game. Ramon Santiago, Elpidio Guzman, and Jeremy Reed, the 9-1 and 2 hitters, are due up in the Tacoma order to face right-hander Steve Green. Ramon Santiago batting just .165, 3 doubles, a triple, no homers, and 14 runs batted in. First pitch on the way. Santiago takes a strike in the inside corner at the knees, 0-1. Santiago 1 out of 11 in this series. Now Green ready, the pitch. Swinging a sharply hit ground ball right side. Brian Speck handles it on the belt high second hop and tosses to first for the out. Santiago retired, 1 away to the top of the order, and Elpidio Guzman, who grounded out to Amezaga at short his first time up. Time now to find out what else is happening under the lights tonight in the PCL as well as Major League Baseball. Brought to you by GE Lighting and the new Reveal Light Bulb. Check out the new Reveal Bulb at your locally owned Ace Hardware store. Pacific Coast League action as Guzman shows bunt and takes outside, ball 1. In 10 innings at Memphis, Nashville with a pair of home runs by former Buzz shortstop Mike Moriarty as well as Tomas De La Rosa to beat Memphis 3-1. Now the 1-0 bunted at and fouled at the feet of catcher Will Nieves. 1-1 the count at Colorado Springs. The Sky Sox outslugged Omaha 12-6. Garrett Atkins, the reigning PCL batter of the week, with his 10th home run. Jorge Piedra, Andy Tracy also go deep for the Sky Sox. In the 6th at New Orleans, the Zephyrs pounding Oklahoma 8-0. Now Green ready, the 1-1. Swung on, smashed on 1 out this time to Specht at second. He handles it cleanly and tosses to first for the out. 2 away as the sun fights its way through the overcast, making a little bit of a problem for Adam Riggs out and left. Here's Jeremy Reed, who singled to center his first time up, advanced to third but was stranded there. After 2 in Des Moines, Iowa leads Albuquerque 4-0. Later on, Las Vegas at Tucson. Edmonton visits Portland, and Fresno hosts Sacramento. Now the pitch swung on, looped towards left. Riggs a late break coming in, has to play it on a hop. Probably wouldn't have gotten to it anyway. And so Jeremy Reed is 2 for 2, and that's hit number 4 for the Rainiers. That'll bring up A.J. Zapp. Zapp grounded out to the first baseman Smith his initial time up. In the American League at Fenway, Red Sox have home runs from Mark Bellhorn, Nomar Garciaparra, and Manny Ramirez as they lead Oakland 11-3 after beating the A's last night 11-0. In the 8th at Cleveland, Texas leads the Indians 9-6. 4 homers for the Rangers. Brad Fulmer, Mark Teixeira, Gary Matthews Jr., and Alfonso Soriano. First pitch to Zapp, runner goes, line drive, left center field, base hit. Played on the second half by Sorensen. On to third goes Reed. Runners at the corners, 2 out. That'll bring up Bucky Jacobson, who bounced out to Specht at second base, his first time up. So the Rainiers trying to put together a 2-out rally with back-to-back singles. The only Cleveland home run, by the way, former Buzz outfielder Matt Lawton with his 15th. Matt, an all-star in the American League. After 7.5 at Toronto, the Blue Jays blasting the Seattle Mariners 12-4. Phelps a pair of home runs, including a grand slam. Tampa Bay shutting out the Orioles in Baltimore 6-0 in the 8th. In the 6th at Chicago, the Angels lead the White Sox 7-0. A pair of home runs for Jose Guillen. Now Green ready. The pitch to Jacobson. Swing and a foul. Back to the base of the screen. Strike one. After 4.5 at Minnesota, the Twins lead Kansas City 9-0 in the third game of that series. The Royals have yet to score a run in it. And this afternoon, the Tigers held off a late Yankee rally and beat New York 10-8. National League in the 7th at Montreal. The Braves lead the Expos 9-2. The 0-1 to Jacobson. Swung on and pulled foul at the seats down the left field line. And the count on Jacobson's 0-2. Pittsburgh, after 8, leading at Florida 4-3. Marlins snapped the Pirates' winning streak at 10 last night. In the 4th at Philadelphia, the Mets lead the Phillies 4-0. Mike Cameron, Cliff Floyd, and Ty Wigginton have all homered for the Mets in that one. Now Steve Green, the 0-2. Breaking ball to the dirt. Plucked by Nieves to hold the runners at the corners. 1-2 the count. In the 6th at Milwaukee, the Brewers lead the Cubs 4-0. Jeff Jenkins with his 12th home run of the season for the Brewers. Cardinals and Reds are tied 2-2 in the 5th at St. Louis. Later on, Houston at San Diego. San Francisco hosts Colorado. And Arizona is at Los Angeles. Here it's 0-0. The Rainiers have runners at first and third, 2 out. Bucky Jacobson, the leading RBI man in the league with 84. At the plate, the 1-2. Outside, 2-2. That's 84 runs batted in 76 games played. Some people in Seattle calling for Olerud to be benched or traded and call up Jacobson to play first base. But he has a deficiency on defense. The 2-2. Swing and a miss at a breaking ball. He struck him out. And that retires the side. First strikeout for Steve Green. No runs, 2 hits, 2 runners left on base. We go to the bottom of the third. Stingers 0, Tacoma 0 on ESPN 1230.
Hi, what can I do for you today?
I came to say goodbye.
Goodbye?
I'm thinking of seeing another Chevy dealership.
Oh.
I've always been happy here at Gus Paula's.
Did we do something wrong?
No, of course not. It's just that, well, this other place is advertising a big rebate on a new truck, and I don't want to go. I love you guys. Your service is the best, and Gus is so easy to deal with. This is the worst day of my life.
Sir?
Yeah.
The rebate the dealership is offering? We can match it.
You can?
Mm-hmm. Any rebates or incentives they offer, we offer.
So I can stay with Gus and still save money?
Yes, you can.
Oh, man, can I have a hug?
No, you can't. But I will get you a tissue.
For the best deals on an American Revolution of Chevy cars and trucks, all you have to do is look down. Way down.
Sorry, I almost got emotional there.
Almost?
I was holding back a lot.
Really?
Yeah, I used to coach football.
I see.
Gus Paula Chevrolet. With Gus, anything is possible.
Starting for your locally owned grocery store, Andy Goodwill.
Regarded as the top customer service clerk in the country, Andy Goodwill is a first-team all-star selection as a provider of only the best service to shoppers at any of the associated food stores, including Acres, Peterson's, Macy's, and others across the Wasatch Front. As region MVP, Goodwill set records for happy customers, satisfied shoppers, and stunning smiles. Goodwill chose associated food stores because of its commitment to customer service and the impressive reputation of Western Family Products. For your family, only the best.
You're listening to Stingers Baseball on the home of the Salt Lake Stingers, ESPN 1230 AM.
All right, we go to the bottom of the third. No score. Tacoma has out-hit the Stingers 5-1. Here's Zach Sorensen to open the ball game with a base on ball. Swings and he fouls it back, strike one. Eventually moved around to third, but was stranded there. 1 strike the count on Sorensen, a switch hitter batting from the left side against the right-hander Mesh, who was last year's Sporting News Comeback Player of the Year in the major leagues. Now the pitch. Sorensen takes a curveball strike on the inside corner at the knees, 0-2. Mesh lifetime 28-26 with the Mariners. Now the pitch, line foul into the seats down the left field side. And the count on Sorensen remains 0-2. And the Stingers in Las Vegas. Beginning tomorrow, the 0-2 swinging a foul back. And once again, this is the third inning, and the third inning, as always, is brought to you by the Jordan River Par 3. The best place to improve your short game is the Jordan River Par 3. Small groups and church outings are welcome with fantastic discounts available. The 0-2 pitch, Sorensen reaches out, punches it to the right side. Fielded on the fourth out by Lopez. Throws to first and out in a very close play. One away. Looked like Sorensen had beaten it out. One away. That'll bring up Alfredo Amezaga. Hit a high chopper into the air. By the time the third baseman Dobbs could get a glove on it, it was too late to make a play. And so Alfredo with the infield single. By the way, as far as the Jordan River Par 3 is concerned, for tee times, call 533-4527 or go online at slc-golf.com. Pitch to Alfredo, strike inside half of the plate, held high, and it's 0-1. No balls, one strike to count. The pitch. Breaking ball in at the knees, and Alfredo's in the hole, 0-2. No balls, two strikes on Amezaga. 13th round pick in 99 out of St. Petersburg, Florida Junior College. Now the wind by Mesh. And the right-hander's 0-2 pitch. Slack foul into the seats third base side. While Alfredo didn't hit very well while he was with the Angels, he was outstanding with the glove, and it seemed like on a weekly basis would make an appearance on the Web Gems on Baseball Tonight on ESPN. There's a pitch a little bit high. 1-2 the count on Alfredo. No score, bottom of the third here at Franklin Covey Field. The pitch. Swung on line, center field. Reed coming on, plays it on a hop. And Amezaga's 2 for 2. He has both Salt Lake hits in tonight's game. That'll bring up Adam Riggs. Flight out to the right fielder Guzman his first time up. So runner at first base, one out. Now Mesh ready. Toss to first base. Adam Amezaga is back. Alfredo, 4 for 4 in the stolen base department with the Stingers this year. Mesh ready, and the pitch to Riggs. Swing and a miss, strike one. No balls, one strike to count. Alfredo, 3 out of 4 in the stolen base department with the Angels. No balls, one strike, the pitch. Riggs takes a strike under the letters, 0-2. No balls, two strikes to count. Amezaga at first, one out, bottom of the third, and there is no score. Now Mesh again, the turn of the toss to first, and Alfredo is back. Dallas McPherson due next. Riggs waiting, Mesh ready. The pitch. Up high, ball 1-2. We mentioned Amezaga. Over at first base, he has 4 stolen bases this year. He is 4th all time in franchise history with 49. Next on the list at third is Sean Figgins with 55. The 1-2 to Riggs. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Strikeout number 2 for Mesh, and there's 2 down here in the third. Alfredo also third in caught stealing. He's been thrown out 28 times. So here's McPherson, who struck out swinging his first time up. Chris Latham, by the way, the all-time leader in steals with 94. Mitch Simons next with 93. Had a chance to talk with Mitch when we were in Oklahoma City. First pitch on the way. McPherson rips one foul in between the coach's box and the bag at first for strike one. No balls, 1 strike. 0-1 on Dallas. Second baseman Lopez back on the outfield grass. Pearson. Big, strong left-handed batter awaits the 0-1. Swinging a bouncing ball right side. Pass set to the second baseman Lopez. Tosses to Mesh, covering in time for the out to retire the side. Good job by Mesh getting over to take the toss from Lopez. No runs, 1 hit. 1 runner left on base through 3. It's the Stingers nothing, Tacoma nothing on ESPN 1230.
Hey Jazz fans, this is Matt Harpring of the Utah Jazz. It is time again for the 2nd annual Matt Harpring basketball camp. I received such a tremendous response last year from both parents and campers that I decided to add an additional week of camp this year. This year's camps will once again be held at Open Court in Lehi, Utah. The dates of the camps are July 26th through the 29th and August 2nd through August 5th. We will have 2 sessions a day, with the first session starting at 8 a.m. and ending at 12 noon, and the second session starting at 1 p.m. and ending at 5 p.m. The camps will be for both boys and girls ages 6 to 15 years old. For more information regarding the camp, visit mattharpring.com or call Open Court at 801-768-4000. Again, visit mattharpring.com or call Open Court at 768-4000. I take great pride in providing an excellent camp for the kids. I guarantee I will be personally attending each and every minute of my camp. My goal is for each and every camper to have fun, to get better by learning the correct way to play the game of basketball.
Spring is here, and that means shorter nights. But just because there's more daylight doesn't mean you don't still need better everyday lighting. Your local Ace Hardware stores and GE Lighting can help. GE Lighting has replaced the ordinary incandescent bulb with the new Reveal bulb. Reveal bulbs make colors so crisp, clean, that you truly see the difference. Guaranteed. Reveal bulbs from GE Lighting at your local Ace Hardware. Ace, the helpful place.
KJQS Murray, Salt Lake City. You all go on. This is the ESPN Radio AM 12. Worldwide leader in sports. A Citadel Broadcasting Station.
All right, we go to the 4th inning, no score. It'll be Raul Ibanez, Mickey Lopez, and Greg Dobbs here in the 4th to face right-hander Steve Green. Ibanez hit a high chopper into the dirt in front of home plate. It trickled up the first baseline, and Willie Davis charging after it, couldn't get a hand on it. And Ibanez had himself an infield single, but he was erased on a 4-6-3 double play ball off the bat of Mickey Lopez. Steve Green's first pitch to Ibanez here, a strike at the knees, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike to count. The pitch. Swing and a tap foul back into the right of home plate. No balls, 2 strikes to count. On Raul Ibanez. Driven in 193 runs the last 2 seasons with Kansas City before signing back with the Mariners as a free agent. Fastball outside, 1-2. He began his career with the Mariners organization. He played for Tacoma in 96 and 97. 1-2 pitch to Ibanez. Foul back into the screen. The count holds at 1-2. It's also time for a look at this date in baseball history. Brought to you by Stedman's Recreation in Tooele. Just 20 minutes from the ballpark. Visit Stedman's, where you deal with the owner and not a salesman. Now the line and the 1-2. Swung on, chopped over the mound. The second baseman's peck to his right has it on the shoulder high bounce. His throw to first in plenty of time for out number 1. Ibanez retired. That'll bring up Mickey Lopez, who grounded into the aforementioned double play. His first time up on this date in 2001. Left-hander John Halama for Tacoma pitches the first perfect game in the history of the Pacific Coast League as the Rainiers top Calgary 6-0. Halama, who had won 14 games for Seattle the previous year, was demoted on June 28th, but the perfecto earned him a recall. There's a strike, 0-1. Talking with Mike Curto, the Rainiers broadcaster who called that game in Tacoma. Halama struck out 9 Calgary Cannons in the game as Lopez chops one to the right side. Backhanded by Smith off his glove and deflecting out into short center field. Mickey Lopez is aboard with 1 out. That'll bring up Greg Dobbs, who reached on an infield hit his first time up. Let's see how they rule that one. It'll be ruled an error. on Casey Smith. First error of the ball game for either side. The one thing he remembers from that ball game, does Mike Curto, is the fact that there weren't any, as you usually find in any kind of a no-hitter or perfect game, that one or two plays that were outstanding to save the perfect game. He says every play in that game was routine, nothing spectacular other than the pitching of Mr. Halama. So runner at first, the toss over into the dirt, smothered by Smith. On this date in 1998, the American League beat the National League. There's a pitch inside to throw to second base. Out! Strong throw by Will Nieves. Throws out Mickey Lopez trying to steal. Alfredo Amezaga with the catch and the tag. For out number 2. 1 ball, the count on Greg Dobbs. Lopez now 6 out of 13 in the stolen base department. Yeah, on this date, 1998, the All-Star game at Coors Field in Denver saw the American League beat the National League 13-8. 1-0 pitch on the way. Strike 1-1. Roberto Alomar, who the Stingers saw this year for Tucson, was the game's MVP, going 3 for 4 with a homer and a run batted in, a stolen base, and 2 runs scored. Here's a pitch, chopped foul off the front foot of Dobbs, and the count's 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. On this date in 1993, Reds pitcher Tom Browning is fined $500 for leaving the Cincinnati dugout during a game at Wrigley Field and watching the contest from the roof of one of the apartment buildings across Sheffield Avenue and Wright. The 1-2 pitch on the way. Inside the ball, 2-2. If I recall correctly, the television cameras caught him. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Green ready, the pitch. Swinging a chopper towards short. Scooped up by Amezaga. Charging, gloving, throwing to first in time for the out. No runs, no hits, 1 error. Nobody left on base. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Stingers nothing, Tacoma nothing on ESPN 1230.
If you need car insurance, your local Geico Direct Insurance professional is here for you. There are definite advantages to having a local insurance representative. You can't beat the service, and it's nice to know a real-life person is around to answer your questions. That's why Geico Direct has a local office in Layton, staffed with professionals who know the insurance business just as well as they know the neighborhood. Call your Geico professional today. No matter what you need, you can be sure it will be well done. Call 298-9336. That's 298-9336, right here in Layton.
If you need to lose 15, 20, even 50 pounds or more, then you need the powerful one-day diet, an amazing breakthrough that guarantees rapid weight loss without giving up your favorite foods, counting calories, or taking dangerous diet pills.
I'm Linda. I lost 10 pounds in 7 days. I was skeptical at first, but it's simple, easy, and it really works.
Hi, my name is Kelly. I lost 21 pounds in 37 days and 10 inches off my waist on the one-day diet. I couldn't believe it.
There now exists a bioactive weight loss compound so powerful, so effective, that it boosts your metabolism, burns stored fat, and helps you lose weight fast. The one-day diet is much too powerful for people that need to lose less than 15 pounds.
Hi, my name is Anna. I lost 27 pounds in 45 days. I've never tried anything like this. It's truly amazing.
Call now for your risk-free starter pack at 1-800-626-5182. One-day diet is 100% safe, natural, and guaranteed. Call toll-free 1-800-626-5182. That's 1-800-626-5182.
Now, back to more Stingers baseball on ESPN 1230 AM.
We go to the bottom of the 4th inning, no score. Alex Pelaez to lead things off. He walked his first time up. He swings at the first offering from Mesh here and lifts it foul over the roof and onto West Temple for strike 1. Pelaez to be followed by Will Nieves and then Brian Gordon. 0-0 our score. Tacoma has out-hit the Stingers 5-2. The 0-1 to Pelaez, swinging a ground ball through the middle and into center field, a base hit. So Pelaez aboard with a leadoff single. That'll bring up Will Nieves, who with the bases loaded at 2 out, bounced into an inning-ending fielder's choice. in the first inning, finishing up this date in baseball history. Also on this date in 1993, New York Mets pitcher Brett Saberhagen throws a firecracker under a table near reporters at Shea Stadium. No one was hurt, and I believe Saberhagen was fined for that. On this date in 1991, umpire Steve Palermo and former pro football player Terrence Mann are shot while coming to the aid of two women during an attempted robbery in a restaurant parking lot in Dallas. First pitch to Nieves, chopped over the head of the third baseman, Dobbs into left field, a base hit. Elias takes the turn, and so runners at first and second base, and nobody out. That's a couple balls that have been hit high up the air in front of the hard ground in front of home plate. Here's Brian Gordon, who bounced out to the first baseman, zapped his initial time up. First Palermo had to retire. He still hasn't 100% and will never be 100% healthy again. I believe he works in the umpire coordinating office of Major League Baseball. 2 on, nobody out. The pitch to Gordon. Fastball strike on the outside corner at the knees, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. No score. Stingers trying to break out in front. Now Mesh ready. The 0-1. Gordon bunts and fouls it into the glove. The catcher Horner for a strike, 0-2. On this date in 1972, Montreal beat San Francisco 7-2. The winning pitcher, current Angels general manager Bill Stoneman. Ken Singleton drives in 3 runs to lead the way. Singleton wearing a special uniform to prevent a rash from reoccurring because of an allergy to the materials in the Expos' regular uniform. As Gordon swings and misses at a pitch in the dirt, he struck him out. Mesh with his second strikeout. Second time tonight, the Stingers have had runners at first and second, nobody out. They were unable to cash in the first inning. Now here's Casey Smith, who fouled out to zap at first. For Brian Gordon, that is his team leading 80th strikeout. So 1 out, 2 on now for Casey Smith. Here's a pitch, swing and a tap foul to the right of home plate. 0-1 the count on Smith. Stingers nothing, Tacoma nothing. We're in the bottom of the 4th. Now Mesh ready, the 0-1. Strike, a fastball in under the letters, 0-2. Mesh has been ahead of the count most of the time here tonight. Mesh looks in, gets his sign from the catcher Horner. And now time called as he and Horner aren't on the same page. Finally, on this date in 1939, the Sacramento plays San Francisco in a PCL game. 5-4 the final. It was an exhibition game, and the game was played inside of Folsom Prison in California. No balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. Fastball high, 1-2. The prison guards made sure there weren't any outside the park home runs. 1-2 the count on Smith. Elias the runner at second. Nieves at first. 1 out. Mesh ready, the pitch. Swung on and flared down the right field line. Twisting foul and out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Stingers nothing, Tacoma nothing. We're in the 4th. Threatening skies earlier, but for the most part, a pleasant night here at the ballpark. 1-2 the count on Smith as Mesh deals. Swung on in line, foul quickly into the seats. First base side, the scramble on for the Souvenir. 1-2 the count on the right-hand batter. Ryan Speck, the second baseman, due next. Mesh ready, again the 1-2. Curveball low, 2-2 the count on Casey. Some speculation that Mesh is in the mix for the fifth starter that the Mariners are looking for after the All-Star break. Now the 2-2. Swung on, and that's pop foul out of play over the roof to the right of home plate. Once again, the catcher Horner out to talk with Mesh. Two and two the count on Casey Smith. First time up, he fouled one into the bullpen down the right field line that zapped the first baseman for Tacoma. Made a nice over-the-shoulder grab on. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. Did he go around? Yes, says home plate umpire Scott Latendre, much to the dismay of Casey Smith, who thought he checked his swing. Umpires in the green seats voicing their displeasure as well. 4th strikeout for Mesh. That'll bring up Ryan Speck, who grounded out to the second baseman Lopez's first time up. Again, runners at first and second, nobody out, and they're still at first and second with 2 down. So Speck now with 2 outs, trying to give the Stingers the lead with a base hit here as Mesh delivers. Instead, he steps off. Two on, 2 out. Now the pitch. Curveball low, blocked by the catcher Horner, ball 1. 1-0 the count. Dent Pro and Dent Pro Colors of Salt Lake, the mobile paintless dent repair company, comes to your home or office to work on your car. Call them today at 1-877-DENT-PRO. Dent Pro and Dent Pro Colors, they make them like new again. 1-0 pitch to Speck. Swinging a ground ball foul. Up the first base side, net man with a scoop. 1 ball, 1 strike. That means some youngster in the seating area will get a souvenir. By the way, Dent Pro donates $5 to the Boys and Girls Clubs of Utah for every stolen base by the Stingers this season. So far this year, they have swiped 55 for a total donation of $275. 1 ball, 1 strike the count, the pitch. Speck takes a fastball strike on the outside corner above the knees, 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Again, Mesh getting ahead in the count. Right-hander sets, the glance towards second, and the pitch home. Swing and a miss at a fastball. He struck him out. After the first 2 batters singled, the next 3 all struck out by Gil Mesh. No runs, 2 hits, 2 left. The Stingers have stranded 6 through the first 4 innings. After 4, Salt Lake nothing, Tacoma nothing on ESPN 1230.
So, when's the last time you got a bonus? Well, now you can get $2,000 in bonus bucks when you buy a 2003 Honda VTX 1800 motorcycle. Yeah, use your bonus bucks on any accessories, on riding gear, or even a down payment. You can also take advantage of great low financing. So head on down to Stedman's Recreation at 916 North Main in Tooele today for your bonus bucks, and you can cruise the boulevard in style. Bonus bucks offer good through August 31st, 2004. Other restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
You asked for it. Now at Upper Limit Fitness, we're pleased to announce that our new clearance zone is in all 3 of our stores. The Upper Limit Clearance Zone is a store within a store, bursting at the seams with fantastic savings on new and used quality fitness equipment. You'll discover unbelievable savings on strength equipment, treadmills, bikes, free weights, and gyms. You'll find reconditioned exercise equipment with factory warranty. Special deals on benches and bikes. Dumbbell racks up to 70% off. Olympic 300-pound sets with base and weights as low as $119, with weight plates for under 30 cents a pound. Our clearance zone is a great place to save on quality fitness equipment, new and used, demos and odds and ends. Check out the great deals on top quality treadmills, bikes, home gyms, and free weights, all at huge clearance zone discounts. Come into any Upper Limit location and look for the clearance zone sign and get ready to save. Upper Limit Fitness, 815 West 2400 South in Salt Lake, 1345 South State in Orem, and at the corner of Antelope and Hillfield Road in Layton.
We go to the fifth inning, nothing. 5 hits for the Rainiers, 4 for the Stingers. Tacoma's led 4 on, the Stingers 6. And it'll be Jim Horner, Ramon Santiago, and Elpidio Guzman, the 8, 9, and 1 hitters, to face Steve Green. Our fifth inning, middle of the game reset of the Stingers' defensive alignment, courtesy of the Phone Directories Company. Cover your bases using the phone book with a beautiful cover, or you can look up what you need at myphonedirectory.com. Adam Riggs, Zach Sorensen, Brian Gordon, left, center, and right. Dallas McPherson at third, Alfredo Amezaga at short, Brian Specht at second, and Casey Smith at first. Steve Green pitching, Will Nieves catching. First pitch fastball is high, ball 1. Horner reached out an inning-ending fielder's choice in the second. Outfield, deep and around towards left, the 1-0. And it's downstairs for ball 2. 2-0 the count on Horner. Rolled out on a forced play at short in the second. Now the 2-0 pitch. Strike, a fastball on the outside corner at the knees, 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. The pitch swinging a tap foul behind home plate, evens the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Horner signed as a non-drafted free agent in August of '96 by the Mariners. Calls Twin Falls, Idaho home these days. Now the wind by Green, the 2-2. Swing and a miss and a good curveball. He struck him out. Second strikeout for Greeny, and there's 1 down here in the 5th. To the shortstop, Ramon Santiago now. He bounced out to the second baseman, Brian Specht, his first time up. Brian's been busy. He's had 5 ground balls hit his way, all fielded flawlessly. So 1 out, nobody on base for Santiago, a switch hitter batting left-handed against the right-hander Green, and Steve misses high with a fastball, ball 1. And Santiago last year, the everyday second baseman for the Detroit Tigers. The 1-0. Swung on, smashed to short, fielded on the knee-high second hop by Amezaga. The toss to first, on target and in time for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down to the top of the order, and Elpidio Guzman. Guzman has grounded out twice, once to short and once to second. Now the final votes are in for the last man, and fans have voted Bobby Abreu of the Phillies in the National League and Hideki Matsui of the Yankees of the American League to join the All-Star rosters. There's a fastball strike in the outside corner at the knees, 0-1. The All-Star game next Tuesday at the Minute Maid Park in Houston. 0-1 the count on Guzman. The pitch. Fastball paints the outside corner. Knee high for a strike. And it's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Outfield around towards left for Guzman. Now Green ready. The 0-2. Way outside of ball 1 and 2. Elpidio does not suffer from triskaidekaphobia as he wears the number 13 on the back of his Rainiers jersey. 1 and 2 the count. The pitch bounces in for a ball. 2 and 2 the count on Elpidio Guzman. Two balls, 2 strikes. Now the line by Green, the pitch. Slap foul. That one skipping into the stands behind the Stingers dugout. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Now Green's pitch. Strike 3 called. Breaking ball in the inside corner above the knee. And that retires the side. Strikeout number 3 for Green. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. Halfway through this scheduled 9-rounder. It's the Stingers nothing, Tacoma nothing on ESPN 1230.
Mortgage rates have gone up. Hi, this is Scott Borster with Alta Mortgage Group. Mortgage rates have increased recently, so at Alta Mortgage Group, we've created a new program which offers a rock-bottom fixed interest rate for up to 7 years that is flexible enough to allow you to pay a normal payment based on 10, 15, 20, or 30-year mortgage payments. Or just take a breather and just pay the interest rate you choose. This program sometimes cuts your mortgage payment in half. These rates are so low you'll have to call 628-9400 for a quote. We can also correct inaccurate credit scores that are making you pay higher interest rates on your loans. This problem of inaccurate credit scores is costing consumers millions of dollars per year. Let us help you today. We can help you correct these credit problems. Call 628-9400. That's 628-9400. Or visit us on the web at altamortgagegroup.com. We are here to help you.
Spring is here, and that means shorter nights. But just because there's more daylight doesn't mean you don't still need better everyday lighting. Your local Ace Hardware stores and GE Lighting can help. GE Lighting has replaced the ordinary incandescent bulb with the new Reveal bulb. Reveal bulbs make colors so crisp, clean, that you truly see the difference. Guaranteed. Reveal bulbs from GE Lighting at your local Ace Hardware. Ace, the helpful place.
You're listening to Stingers Baseball on the home of the Salt Lake Stingers, ESPN 1230 AM.
We move along to the bottom of the 5th inning. It's a 0-0 ball game. Top of the order, 2 up for the Stingers. Hank Sorensen, Alfredo Amezaga, and Adam Riggs to face right-hander Gil Mesh. Sorensen takes off speed and over for a strike 0-1. Sorensen has walked, and he is grounded out to second base. Now the line by Mesh, the 0-1. Strike, hit at the knees, 0-2. Our 5th inning, middle of the game defensive alignment, courtesy of the Phone Directories Company. For Tacoma, Raul Ibanez, Jeremy Reed, Elpidio Guzman, and left, center, and right will give you the infield after Gil Mesh starts his windup for the 0-2. Swinging a tap foul behind home plate, still 2 strikes. Greg Dobbs at third, Ramon Santiago at short. Mickey Lopez at second, and H.A. Zapp at first. A battery of Gil Mesh pitching, and Jim Horner catching. There's a pitch missing for a ball. 1-2 the count on Zach Sorensen. Alfredo Amezaga and Adam Riggs to follow. The pitch, fastball in tight. 2-2 the count on Sorensen. Now Mesh ready, the 2-2. Swung on line, base hit into right field. Sorensen aboard with a leadoff hit. 3rd time in 5 innings, the leadoff man is reached for the Stingers. That'll bring up Alfredo Amezaga. Alfredo 2 for 2, an infield single and a line drive, single to center field. Time now to look ahead at the Stingers schedule, brought to you by University of Utah Football. The defending Mountain West Conference and Liberty Bowl champions play 6 home games, starting with Texas A&M and finishes with BYU. First pitch, Amezaga takes high. Ball 1, it was a pitch out. Season tickets are now available at 581-UTIX or online at UtahUtes.com. U of U football, you ain't seen nothing yet. Again, 4 games left on the docket prior to the All-Star break. They'll be in Las Vegas. Now the pitch, Amezaga swings, and he'll sit in the air to right. Guzman drifting back a couple of steps. He is there, and he'll put it away for the first out of the inning. So Alfredo retired, 1 away. That'll bring up Adam Riggs, who's 0 for 2. Again, 8-10 starts tomorrow, Friday and Saturday nights. with a 1:05 start. Coming up on Sunday afternoon, 1:05 Mountain Time. All-Star break Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Throw to first, and Sorensen's back. And then the Stingers open up the post-All-Star break schedule at home against Edmonton. Sorensen, the runner at first with one out. Now Mesh ready, the pitch. Riggs takes a little bit low with a breaking ball, 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes. BCL yesterday announced its Players of the Week for the week ending the 4th of July. Actually, they ran it through the 5th. Now the 1-0 pitch, Sorensen goes, swinging a ground ball, left side and through into left field, a base hit. Sorensen takes the turn and holds, scampering back to second. And a diving stop by Lopez on the throw from Ibanez to keep that one from getting away. So runners at first and second base with one out. Sorensen had a notion to go to third, but decided to play it safe and hold up. So now here's Dallas McPherson, who's 0 for 2. He is struck out and grounded out. The single by Riggs, the 6th hit of the ball game for the Stingers. Garrett Atkins of Colorado Springs was the batter of the week. 7 doubles, 3 homers, 13 runs batted in as he hit .529. Sam Naron of Oklahoma, the pitcher of the week. He went 2-0, including a complete game shutout in one of his starts. The pitch swung on and lifted into center field. Reed going back. It's up there. It's out there, and it is gone off the batter's eye in center. A 3-run homer, and the Stingers take a 3-0 lead. That ball about halfway up the batter's eye in straightaway center over the 420 sign. McPherson's 7th home run. He now has 17 runs batted in. So McPherson putting a charge into that one. And the Stingers with a 3-0 lead. Now the pitch on the way, sliced foul by Pelaez, strike 1. And that, of course, another Mountain America home equity home run. Finance your home equity or construction loan today with Mountain America Credit Union. Now the 0-1. Pelaez lifts one foul again, slicing out of play down the right field side, and it's 0-2. For Mesh, that is the 4th home run that he has surrendered in a Tacoma uniform. The Stingers finally breaking through here in the 5th. Now Mesh the 0-2. Fastball high, 1-2 the count on Alex Pelaez, who denied his walk, and he has singled to center field. Now the 1-2. Swung on and again hit deep, but slicing out of play down the right field line. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. McPherson's 7th home run. He now has 17 RBI as Pelaez taps one foul, and this is only his 14th game in a Salt Lake uniform. 1-2 the count on Pelaez. Now Mesh into his motion for the 1-2. Foul off the fencing over by the Stingers dugout. 1-2 the count on Pelaez. So the Stingers out in front 3-0 on the 3-run home run by McPherson. Now Mesh ready, the pitch. Swing and a miss at a breaking ball. He struck him out. And that is strikeout number 6 for Gil Mesh. 2 down. Here's Will Nieves, 1 for 2. Mesh is high with Tacoma, 12 strikeouts in 7 innings in a victory at Tucson on June 11th. Since that win, he's had 1 loss and 3 no decisions. He did have an 11 strikeout performance as a Mariner in a loss to the Tigers on May 21st at Safeco. There's a pitch in at the knees to the Avis for a strike, and it's 0-1. His only win came at Detroit on May 2nd. Meshed the 0-1. Swung on line, left center field, but Jeremy Reed, the center fielder's there, and he'll put it away for the 3rd out of the inning with the Stingers take the lead. 3 runs on 3 hits. A 3-run homer by Dallas McPherson. Nobody left on base. After 5, it's the Stingers 3, Tacoma nothing on ESPN 1230.
If you need car insurance, your local Geico Direct Insurance professional is here for you. There are definite advantages to having a local insurance representative. You can't beat the service, and it's nice to know a real live person is around to answer your questions. That's why Geico Direct has a local office in Layton, staffed with professionals who know the insurance business just as well as they know the neighborhood. Call your Geico professional today. No matter what you need, you can be sure it will be well done. Call 298-9336. That's 298-9336, right here in Layton.
Are you tired of going to all the same clubs? Wondering where all the fun went? It's at Club Neptune. The place to be in Ogden is Club Neptune. Every Friday, party with the Neptune Girls. Neptune has 2 dance floors with the latest in cyber lighting to help you lose yourself. One with regional DJs spinning the best in hip-hop, dance, and old school. The other plays all your favorites from the 80s. This Friday night, it's Neptune's Fat Friday. This week's DJs are OC Chaos and Cubarelli. There are door prizes for the hottest couples. Come party with the sexiest girls and guys in Ogden. Off 24th Street in Ogden, 1 block east of Washington at 2408 Adams. Arrive early, shoot some pool. And ladies, there's never a cover. This Friday and every Friday, the hottest place to be in Ogden is Club Neptune at 2408 Adams. Club Neptune, a private club for members.
We go to the 6th inning, 3-0 Stingers on the blast by Dallas McPherson. Now Jeremy Reed, A.J. Zapp, and Bucky Jacobson due up to face right-hander Steve Green. Now, this is one area in which Steve has struggled in at times this year, and that is when his teammates have given him some run support, he's had a tendency to give some up in the very next half inning. So he'll try to buck that trend here. Jeremy Reed to lead things off. He's 2 for 2 with a pair of singles. First pitch on the way, chopped over the mound, up the middle and through into center field. A base hit, and Reed is 3 for 3. And he has half of the 6 hits on the board for Tacoma. Brings up A.J. Zapp, who's 1 for 2. Time now to find out what else is happening under the lights tonight in the PCL and Major League Baseball. Brought to you by GE Lighting and the new Reveal Light Bulb. Check out the Reveal Bulb at your locally owned Ace Hardware store. Again, home runs by Mike Moriarty. Tomas De La Rosa in the 10th gave Nashville a 3-1 win at Memphis today. Throw to first, close. The ball pops out of the glove of Casey Smith. Over at first. Reed actually had been called safe anyway. Colorado Springs routes Omaha 12-6. They're in the 9th at New Orleans. Zephyrs out in front of Oklahoma 9-4. In the 8th at Des Moines, Iowa leads Albuquerque 6-0. Pitch to Zapp. Strike on the inside corner above the knees, 0-1. After 1 at Fresno, the Grizzlies lead Sacramento 1-0. Nothing in yet on Edmonton at Portland. And Las Vegas at Tucson. The American League, Baltimore getting set to bat in the bottom of the 9th. They trail Tampa Bay 13-0. The Devil Rays with a 7-run ninth. Go to first again, closed, but Reed is back. Angels blank the White Sox 12-0. A 4-hitter for Jared Washburn. Jose Guillen with a pair of long balls for the Angels. Bottom of the 8th at Minnesota, the Twins lead the Royals 12-0. Kansas City yet to score in that 3-game series. That makes pitching coach Rick Anderson a happy camper. The 0-1 to Zapp. Swung on, lofted to center field. Sorensen back, has room though, shy of the track. He'll make the catch for the out, and Reed heads back to first. One away for Bucky Jacobson, who's 0 for 2. Detroit beat the Yankees 10-8. Boston clubbed Oakland 11-3. Texas edged Cleveland 9-8. And Toronto pounded Seattle 12-4. National League, Atlanta routs the Expos in San Juan 14-2. In the 6th at Philadelphia, the Mets lead the Phillies 10-0. Bottom of the 8th at Milwaukee, the Brewers lead the Cubs 4-0. Bottom of the 7th at St. Louis, the Reds and the Cardinals are tied 2-2. Houston leads at San Diego 3-0 in the second as Jacobson lifts one foul out of play, first base side, strike one. Rockies and Giants tied 1-1 in the second. Barry Bonds with his 23rd home run. For San Francisco, Dodgers score a half dozen in the first. They lead the Diamondbacks 6-0 in the second. And Pittsburgh held on to edge Florida 4-3. Here it's 3-0 Stingers in the sixth. The runner at first, one out. Bucky Jacobson the batter. Jacobson named to the AAA All-Star Home Run Derby. 0-1 pitch way outside off the glove of Nieves to the backstop. And Reed goes to second on a wild pitch. Second of the game, third of the year for Steve Green. The count on Jacobson, 1-1. PCL will be represented by Joe Dillon of Albuquerque, John Gall of Memphis, Bucky Jacobson of Tacoma, Larry Sutton of Albuquerque, and Calvin Pickering of Omaha. In the International League, they'll be represented by longtime PCL outfielder Ernie Young of Buffalo, Glenn Williams of Syracuse, Earl Snyder of Pawtucket, Justin Morneau of Rochester, and Craig Brazell of Norfolk. One ball, one strike. Among the winners over the years, Chris Latham, former Buzzman, representing Syracuse in 2001 at Indianapolis. 1-1 to Jacobson. Swing and a miss and a slow curve. 0-1-2. One ball, two strikes. Lee Stevens won the home run hitting contest here in 1996 at the AAA All-Star Game. Put on quite a show. 1-2 on Jacobson with Reed at second base, one out. Green ready, the pitch. Swung on and laced into left center field. Sorensen on the run, won't get there. It one hops the wall. Reed around third will score as Jacobson motors into second base with an RBI double. And it's now a 3-1 ball game. And for Jacobson, his 22nd double and his league-leading 85th run batted in. So now here's Raul Ibanez, who's 1 for 2, grounding out to second base his last time up. So Jacobson adds to his single season of record of most runs batted in by one of Salt Lake's opposing players. That's his 21st of the year. Rodder at second base, one out. Green's pitch. Fastball low and away to left-hand batter, ball one. One ball, no strikes. Now Green ready, the pitch. Breaking ball, strike, knee high in the inside corner, and the count's 1-1. One ball, one strike on Ibanez. Jacobson the lead at second, the pitch low for a ball, 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. So the Rainiers on the board here in the sixth. Stingers pitching staff still the only one in the PCL without a shutout. 2 balls, 1 strike. A pitch. Swing and a tap foul at home plate. Evens the count at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So again, the home run derby will be Monday night at McCoy Stadium in Pawtucket, Rhode Island. 2-2 pitch inside as Ibanez jackknives to get out of the way. 3-2. In addition to the home run derby on Monday night, the events include a celebrity home run hitting contest, a concert by the Rhode Island Philharmonic Orchestra, and a fireworks extravaganza. There's a swing and a grounder up the middle, past the diving Amez again to center field. Jacobson being waved on in. Sorensen's throw to the plate, not in time. It's an RBI single by Raul Ibanez, and now it's the Stingers 3 and Tacoma 2. Ibanez first run batted into the series. That'll bring up Mickey Lopez, who's 0 for 2. The celebrity home run hitting contest. The two teams will be captained by former Red Sox greats Johnny Pesky and Dom DiMaggio. Celebrities scheduled to appear include several New England sports legends, from ex-Red Sox players Bobby Doerr, Dwight Evans, Tim Naring, Rico Petrocelli, Louis Tion, and John Tudor, the football player Doug Flutie, boxer Vinny Paz, and a pair of members of the 1980 U.S. Olympic hockey team, Jim Craig and Dave Silk. Now Green ready, the pitch. Swinging a ground ball. That's through the right side into right field, a base hit. Ibanez will stop at second base, and the Rainiers have runners at first and second with only one away. That's going to bring a visit to the mound from pitching coach Rich Bombard. As the Rainiers have rallied with 2 here in the 6th, and they have 2 on with 1 out. Back to that celebrity home run contest. The world of entertainment to be represented by movie producers Bobby and Peter Farrelly and recording artists Evan and Jason and Joey McIntyre, among others. I guess they qualify as celebrities. Runners at first and second, 1 out, 2 in, as Greg Jones is up now in the Stingers bullpen. 4 hits out of 5 batters. And as we mentioned at the start of the inning, one of the big problems at times for Steve this year, allowing the opponents to score right after his teammates have put some numbers up on the board for him. Stingers get the 3-run homer from Dallas McPherson in the bottom of the 5th. And now the Rainiers have scored 2 and have 2 on with 1 out here in the 6th. Greg Dobbs the batter. He's 1 for 2 the pitch. Fastball a little bit low, ball 1. Want to know the count on Dobbs. Originally drafted by Seattle out of high school in the 52nd round. Decided to go to the University of Oklahoma. Now the 1-0. Swung on, tapped towards third. McPherson's got it. To second for 1. Specs relay to first, not in time. Unable to turn the double play. But they do get the middleman at second base, Lopez. 5-4 on the force out. 2 outs. Ibanez at third, Dobbs at first, and the batter will be Jim Horner, who's 0 for 2. Struck out swinging his last time up. So the tying run 90 feet away at third for Tacoma in the person of Raul Ibanez. Warner, nothing out of 2 in the ball game. Now Green ready, the pitch. Off speed and over for a strike, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike to the right-hand batter. The outfield, a couple of steps towards left, the pitch. Fastball misses outside at the knees. Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. Stingers 3, Tacoma 2 here in the 6th. Time called as Steve Green has to retie his right shoe. Don't forget to make plans now for the big July 24th Pioneer Day special, as the Stingers celebrate Utah's birthday with a big fireworks show after the game. Now the pitch. Horner swings, punches one right side, pass back to the right field, a base hit. Ibanez in from third, scores the tying run, and the game is all even at 3 apiece on Jim Horner's RBI single to right field. So the 3-run lead the Stingers had put up on the board is now gone. And now runners at first and second base with 2 out. The batter, Ramon Santiago, the 8th man to come to bat in the inning. So this game back to square one. First pitch, Santiago. It's a chopper to the right side. Specht has it. Shovels to Amezaga for the force. And that'll do it for the Rainiers in the 6th inning. 3-run score, however, on 5 hits, no errors. They lead 2. And after 5.5, it's now the Stingers 3, Tacoma 3 on ESPN 1230.
To the podium and spokesman Joey McDonough.
Karen Pullman's Bowling Center is now open at 7990 South, 1300 East. Yes, you, sir.
Yeah, you said before the new center will be 16 lanes?
Right. Built to the standards of Junior Olympic Bowling Master Instructor and USA Bowling Gold Coach Karen Pullman.
Does Karen Pullman's have a family night special?
Yes, for only $30, your family can bowl all night and have something to eat in the cafe. And all week, you'll save with a ball, bag, shoes, and lesson for only $99. Plus deep discounts on all in-stock clothing items.
What about Karen Pullman's legendary embroidery?
The new center has over 3,000 square feet to create your custom embroidered letter jackets and uniforms for teams and businesses. Also, you'll find a full-service cafe that is open for lunch and dinner.
Good news. Call 233-1101 to register now for Fall Leagues. And remember, purchase a bowling ball and receive instruction on the lanes from a certified instructor. Back to you.
Starting for your locally owned grocery store, Andy Goodwill.
Regarded as the top customer service clerk in the country, Andy Goodwill is a first-team all-star selection as a provider of only the best service to shoppers at any of the associated food stores, including Acres, Peterson's, Macy's, and others across the Wasatch Front. As region MVP, Goodwill set records for happy customers, satisfied shoppers, and stunning smiles. Goodwill chose Associated Food Stores because of its commitment to customer service and the impressive reputation of Western Family Products. For your family, only the best.
Now, back to more Stingers baseball on ESPN 1230 AM.
All right, we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. It's now a 3-3 game. Brian Gordon, Casey Smith, and Brian Specht, the 7, 8, 9 hitters, due up in the Stingers batting order to face right-hander Gil Mesh, who has a new lease on life after the 3 runs the Rainiers scored to tie it up. Brian Gordon 0 for 2. Takes a fastball high, ball 1. 1-0 the count. Now Mesh ready, the pitch. Off speed and over on the outside corner at the knees, 1-1. Time now to check out the standings, brought to you by your local Associated Food Stores, featuring Western Family Brands. Pitch inside the ball. 2-1 the count. Only the best will do for you at Associated Food Stores. Tacoma leading the PCL North right now. The 2-1 pitch to Gordon, outside ball 3. They started the night with a 6-game lead on Edmonton, 7 up on Portland, and 14.5 ahead of the Stingers. In the South, Sacramento leads Tucson by 9.5, Las Vegas by 16, and Fresno by 19. Now Mesh, the 3-1 to Gordon. High and outside, he walked him. That is the 3rd walk issued by Mesh, his first since the 1st inning. So 1 on, nobody out. For Casey Smith, who's 0 for 2. Called out on strikes his last time up. In the Central, Iowa leads Colorado Springs by 4.5. Albuquerque by 6 and Omaha by 13. In the East, Oklahoma leads Memphis and Nashville by 8.5 each. New Orleans by 9.5. So a runner at first base, nobody out. 3-3 ball game here in the 6th. The pitch. Smith bunts and misses for a strike, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike to count on Casey. Pedro Martinez, the winner for the Red Sox tonight against Oakland. For Pedro, his 5th consecutive win. Mesh from the belt. The 0-1. Fastball in for a strike, 0-2 as activity begins to stir in the Tacoma bullpen. So a lefty is up. That would be Randy Williams. Gordon, the runner at first. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 6th inning in a 3-3 game. Infield at double play depth as the 0-1, rather the 0-2 comes home. Strike 3 called as Mesh paints the outside corner at the knees. Strikeout number 7 for Gil Mesh. Second time he has caught Casey Smith looking. So 1 out. That'll bring up Brian Speck, who has grounded to second and struck out. Red Sox putting up their second straight 11-run game against Oakland pitching. 22 runs, 32 hits in the first game of the series. Boston now within a game of Oakland in the potential American League wildcard race. Former Buzzman Mark Redmond took the loss for the A's. Pitch on the way. Speck pops it up foul. Third base side, out of play, strike 1. Brian, switch hitter batting from the left side against the right-hander Mesh. No balls, 1 strike. Greg Jones still throwing in the Stingers pen, so we'll likely see him in the 7th. The 0-1 pitch. Strike on the inside half of the plate above the knees, and the count on Brian is 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. And the Stingers at Las Vegas for 4. First visit to Sin City for the Stingers will close out the regular season Labor Day weekend in Las Vegas. 0-2 pitch. Speck hits it in the air towards left. Ibanez going back, still going back. He reaches out on the track, makes the catch, runs into the wall, fires it back in, and scampering back to first is Gordon. Brian Speck hitting that one to the barrier in left field the other way. But Ibanez able to run it down for the second out. So 2 away, and that'll bring us to the top of the order, and Zach Sorensen. 1 for 2 with a single and a run scored in the 5th. A good test for Ibanez hamstring, and it appears he passes with flying colors. So 2 outs, a runner at first. Now Mesh from the belt ready. The pitch. There goes the runner. Gordon. The pitch is low. The throw to second base. Got him. As Santiago applies the tag to the sliding Brian Gordon, and that retires the side. No runs, no hits. A walk with the caught stealing. Nobody left. We go to the 7th. Stingers 3, Tacoma 3 on ESPN 1230.
You can judge a book by its cover. Why don't you check every page? They got what you need. You can judge a book by its cover.
Phone Directories Company wants to thank you for a great year. Did you know Phone Directories has been serving Utah for nearly 33 years, and we couldn't have done it without you. Thanks for your support. And now that we're into the new year, watch for your local Phone Directories editions arriving soon. That includes Lakeview, Salt Lake Valley, and Provo. Phone Directories Company has books in every city in Utah filled with information, valuable money-saving coupons, full-page menus to local restaurants, recreation guides, and a lot more. We have proven over and over that you can judge a book by its cover. And to advertise in one of our newest editions, just call us. It's toll-free at 800-228-0801, or you can find us on the web at myphonedirectory.com. Make sure to keep an eye out for your latest edition. It's not just a phone book, it's your area information guide and directory by Phone Directories Company. Just watch for the beautiful cover.
Golf pros agree. To lower your score, improve your short game. The best course for that is the Jordan River Par 3, located at 1200 North Redwood Road. The Jordan River Par 3 golf course is just minutes from downtown and playable in about an hour. It's the best place to develop your short iron, chipping, and putting skills. and it's just $6 for 9 holes. The best golf value around. Small groups and church outings are welcome with fantastic group discounts available. For tee times, call 533-4527. That's 533-4527 or visit slc-golf.com.
All right, we go to the 7th inning. Right-hander Greg Jones comes on to pitch for the Stingers. Greg making his 16th appearance of the year. He's 1-2 with 2 saves and a 2.84 earned run average. Here's a bunt out in front of the plate. Third baseman Pearson charges, throws, not in time. Elpidio Guzman with a bunt single to open things up here in the 7th. Jones pitched 3 scoreless innings here. On July 4th, he actually retired all 9 batters he faced. But he gives up a leadoff bunt single to Elpidio Guzman here in the 7th. So Greg Jones comes in on the Connected Wireless call to the bullpen. Get connected, stay connected with Connected Wireless. Call 205-FREE for the location nearest you. So a runner at first, nobody out. Guzman, 17 steals and 23 tries this year. Here's a pitch, chop foul at the first base side. Strike 1. Reed, 3 for 3, all singles. He has scored 1 run. No balls, 1 strike the count on the left-hand batter. The final line on Steve Green, 6 innings, 10 hits allowed. 3 runs all earned, 3 strikeouts, no walks, and a pair of wild pitches. Now Jones ready, the toss to first, and Guzman is back. Pirates a winner over the Marlins tonight, 4-3. Pittsburgh's won 11 of their last 12. They did it without their all-star shortstop Jack Wilson, who leads the National League in hits. Missed tonight because of an irritated left knee and is listed as day-to-day. Throw to first. And once again, Guzman is back. Three here in the 7th. The Rainiers with their leadoff man aboard. Now Jones ready, the 0-1. Reed shows bunt, takes outside, a ball. 1-1 the count on Reed. Again, last year, he led the White Sox minor league system in batting average at .373. Runs scored, total hits, RBI with 95. Slugging percentage and on-base percentage. The slugging percentage of .537 led all of minor league baseball. The toss to first, and once again, Guzman is back. Now a right-hander is up in the bullpen for Tacoma. Scott Atchison. Jones ready, the 1-1 pitch to Reed. There goes Guzman. The pitch is swung at and fouled behind home plate. 1-2 the count on Reed. All of the American League games have been completed. Still a handful of National League games still going on. Barry Bonds with his 23rd home run of the year for the Giants in a 1-1 game with Colorado in the bottom of the 3rd at SBC Park. Jones again with a throw to first. Keeping an eye on Elpidio Guzman. The 17 stolen bases. And a tie for 7th in the league with Jason Ellison of Fresno. 1-2 the count on Reed. Jones ready, the pitch. Swing and a tap foul to the first base side. So the count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes. Waiting for a new supply of baseballs for the home plate umpire. Don't forget to be on the lookout for the Geico Insurance run of the game. First time the Stingers extend their lead after the 5th inning. That's the Geico Insurance run. Now Jones ready. Again, the 1-2 to Reed. Pitch out, but Guzman's not going, and the count's even at 2-2. Rex Olson, your local Geico rep, will donate $10 to the Air Force Fund for every Geico insurance run of the game. So far this season, there have been 23 Geico insurance runs, making the total donation $230. Again, a throw to first. A 3-3 score. Tacoma's out hit the Stingers 11-7. Now Jones glancing over his left shoulder as the right-hander is ready. There goes Guzman. The 2-2 pitch is high, and Nieves' throw on the money, and out at second base. A good quick tag by Brian Specht on the throw by Will Nieves, who's thrown out both would-be base stealers in this ball game. So Guzman gunned down 2-4, 1 out, and the count on Reed is now full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Well, Tacoma runs a lot. They lead the league in stolen bases, and they're now tied for the league lead in number of base runners caught stealing. They can run well, and they hit with power. More home runs than any other team in minor league baseball as Reed lifts one foul. Third base side out of play with 121. Matter of fact, the Rainiers so far this year have homered in 67 of their 82 games. A 3-2 payoff pitch, swinging another foul. This one straight back into the screen. The only teams who have hit more home runs than the Rainiers this year in all of professional baseball are the New York Yankees and the Texas Rangers. 3-2 the count. Jones for the third time the payoff pitch. Swung on, sharply hit on one hop to Specht at second. Handles it cleanly and throws to first for the out. So Jeremy Reed thrown out for the first time tonight. 2 down. That'll bring up A.J. Zapp. He's grounded to first, singled, and fly to center field. So 2 out, nobody on base. Here in the 7th. Minnesota shut out Kansas City 12-0. The Royals have been shut out in every game of that series. Pitch to Zapp, high and inside, ball 1. As I mentioned earlier, that makes former Buzz and current Twins pitching coach Rick Anderson a very happy man. Doesn't say a whole lot, though, for the Kansas City hitting coach. He's got to be displeased. Now the 1-0. Swing and a miss. 1-1. Now the Tigers come to the Metrodome. The Twins with their 12-0 win and Chicago's 12-0 loss to the Angels. And so the Twins widen their gap in the American League. 1 ball, 1 strike. The count on Zapp with 2 outs and the bases empty. The pitch. Into the dirt, skips by the catcher Nieves. Ball 2. 2-1 the count. Stingers in their half of the 7th will have the top of the order due up. Sorensen, Messica, and Riggs. Two balls, 1 strike. The pitch swung on, line caught by the first baseman Smith. 1 step to his left, and he makes the shoulder high grab to retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, nobody left on. 7th inning stretch time brought to you by Upper Limit Fitness. Now with 3 locations, Salt Lake, Orem, and Layton. Upper Limit Fitness will help you stretch a little further. After 6.5, Stingers 3, Tacoma 3 on ESPN 1230.
2 of the fastest growing crimes in Utah are fraud and forgery. Don't be a victim. Have sensitive and confidential documents disposed of safely at Certified Shred. With Certified Shred, you can have your items shredded on site with their state-of-the-art mobile shredding truck, or you can let their secured personnel do it off-site. To contact the bonded and insured professionals at Certified Shred, call 972-4748. They've been handling the removal of sensitive documents for over 5 years, so they know what they're doing. Certified Shred, 972-4748.
Hey, this is Dale Shanzi from Totally Awesome Computers. I gotta tell you about that airplane I went to look at. That thing was cool. It was a Cirrus SR-22 G2 with a glass cockpit. The thing had a scope that would tell you where all the other aircraft were in the sky, had a weather scope, autopilot, had everything in this little airplane that just hauled butt. This thing was as fast as some of the twin-engine planes that cost like 10 times more money. That is a deal. The Cirrus SR-22 G2, that is a bargain. If you're looking for an aircraft, definitely check that one out before you go buying anything. Cirrus SR-22 G2. That is a cool little plane, man. The thing just hauls. Anyway, I had a blast doing that. I like meeting with people. If you want to give me your sales pitch or have me go over your business plan with you or something, just drop a check off for $1,000 to any of my stores. I'll be happy to meet with you and help you in any way I can.
Right in a frickin' house. This is ESPN Radio AM 1230, the worldwide leader in sports. It's the Mike Citadel Broadcasting Station.
Sorensen leading off the seventh on the 0-1 pitch. He bunts third base side. Dobbs charge. Barehand picked up and throw. Not in time. Sorensen beating the Raff at first on the bunt. And he has his second of the ball game. The Stingers have their leadoff man aboard here in the seventh. That is the eighth hit for Salt Lake. A runner at first, nobody out. Alfredo Amezaga, the batter. He's 2 for 3 with a pair of singles. Wide to right his last time up. So the lead run at first. They'll keep an eye on Sorensen. He leads the Stingers with 10 stolen bases this year. So the go-ahead run at first. Nobody out. Activity in both bullpens. Double barrel action in the Tacoma pen. The toss to first. The runner is back. Left-hander is Randy Williams. Right-hander, I believe, is Jared Herman. Now Mesh ready. The pitch to Alfredo. Swung on, chopped to the right side. Glove by Lopez. Got the tag on the runner, but has no play over at first base. And he spun around and hit the ground, and so Amezaga reaches on the fielder's choice as the Stingers disdain the bunt. 4 unassisted on the put out of Sorensen. One away for Adam Riggs, who's 1 for 3. He singled and scored in the fifth. For the Stingers, Derek Turnbow, who struggled last night, is throwing in the Stinger bullpen. So a runner at first, 1 out here in the seventh of a 3-3 game. The pitch. Low and outside, ball 1. Time to find out who's hot and who's cold in the PCL. Brought to you by your Bryant Heating and Cooling dealers. To keep cool this summer and warm next winter, visit any of your Utah area Bryant Heating and Cooling dealers. Garrett Atkins of Colorado Springs working tonight on a 21-game hitting streak, hitting .443 during the streak. It's the longest hitting streak of the year in the PCL. Time called before the right-hander can deliver. Also hot, Dave Doster of Fresno. He's hit safely in 15 straight. Jose Flores of Las Vegas in 14 straight. Chris Burke of New Orleans has a 37-game consecutive on-base streak working. Now the 1-0. Riggs takes a strike at the knees, 1-1. Bucky Jacobson reaching base tonight has reached base now in 34 straight road games. Team-wise, nobody has won more than 3 in a row. Sacramento and Colorado Springs have each won 7 of their last 10. On the downside, nobody's lost more than 3 in a row, with Omaha having lost 8 of their last 10. Fresno and Tucson have lost 7 of their last 10. Toss to first, and Alfredo is back. So that's who's hot and who's cold. 3-3 game here in the bottom of the seventh at Franklin Covey Field. Stingers with a runner at first base and 1 out. pitch. There goes Alfredo. Swing and a miss. Throw to second base. Bounces in, and Amezaga's in with a head-first slide. That's his 5th stolen base in as many tries this year. And so the Stingers have the go-ahead run in scoring position with 1 out. And a count of 1 ball and 2 strikes on Adam Riggs. Dallas McPherson due next. One and 2 on Riggs. 1 for 3 in the ball game. The pitch. Swung on and lifted into right center field. Guzman and Reed converging on it. It's going to be Reed, the center fielder, with the call of the catch. Amezaga will tag at second base and advance to third. So 2 outs. And the go-ahead run just 90 feet away for Dallas McPherson, who clubbed a long 3-run homer his last time up. That stolen base, Alfredo Amezaga's 50th in his Salt Lake career. So now 2 out, a runner at third. And they're not going to let McPherson take the bat off his shoulder, as they're going to intentionally walk Dallas. With the numbers he's put so far this year for the Stingers, combine it with his numbers at Double-A Arkansas. McPherson now with 27 homers and 86 runs batted in. As ball 3 is delivered, and in the moment, ball 4. And so it'll be Alex Pelaez who will have the opportunity to try to put the Stingers ahead with 2 outs here in the 7th. Pelaez so far this season hitting .424 with runners in scoring position and 2 out. So far in this game, he has walked, singled, and struck out swinging. So runners at the corners, 2 out. Gil Mesh still out there. And once again, Horner out in front of the plate with a defensive signal. Just in case McPherson goes, they want to have a play on defensively. 2 outs, runners at first and third. The pitch. Swing and a foul. Back into the screen. Strike 1 as Pelaez took a good hack at it, but just got a piece of it. No balls, 1 strike to count on Pelaez. Cardinals starting to pull away in that National League Central. They've opened up a 5.5 game lead over the Cubs. 6.5 on the Brewers. Now the 0-1. Swung on and fouled back. 0-2. That's right, the Brewers. The Astros have fallen 9 back, and you have to wonder, with that payroll and that poor performance, even though they just got him, and the fact that he's a free agent at the end of the year, would the Astros go ahead and retrade Carlos Beltran somewhere else? 0-2 on Pelaez as Mesh comes set. The pitch. Fastball high and away. 1-2 the count on the right-hand batter. Still weird to take a look at the National League West standings and finding the first place San Diego Padres. Game up on the Dodgers, 1.5 up on the Giants. Giants have lost 4 in a row. The fall out of first as the Padres have won 5 straight. Now Mesh ready. The 1-2 to Pelaez. Swing and a pop foul back into the right of home plate. Well on a play. That one landing on the roof. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Will Nieves is due next. Tacoma in the 8th will have Bucky Jacobson, Raul Ibanez, and Mickey Lopez due up. 4, 5, and 6 hitters in the Rainiers order. 1-2 the count on Pelaez as Mesh delivers. Swinging a ground ball right side. Lopez bobbles, picks it up, and now can't find the handle on it. Everybody is safe, and the go-ahead run scores for the Stingers. That'll be an error on the second baseman Lopez. The Rainiers and Gil Mesh were out of the inning, but Lopez couldn't handle the routine grounder, and the Stingers take the lead 4-3. First error charged to Tacoma in the ballgame. For Lopez, that is his 10th of the year. And Dan Roan going to the mound. That's going to be all for right-hander Gil Mesh. So it's time now for a connected wireless call to the bullpen. We'll be back to give you the numbers on the new Rainiers pitcher after this on ESPN 1230.
Are you tired of going to all the same clubs? Wondering where all the fun went? It's at Club Neptune. The place to be in Ogden is Club Neptune. Every Friday, party with the Neptune girls. Neptune has 2 dance floors with the latest in cyber lighting to help you lose yourself. One with regional DJs spinning the best in hip-hop, dance, and old school. The other plays all your favorites from the 80s. This Friday night, it's Neptune's Fat Friday. This week's DJs are OC Chaos and Cubarelli. There are door prizes for the hottest couples. Come party with the sexiest girls and guys in Ogden. Off 24th Street in Ogden, 1 block east of Washington at 2408 Adams. Arrive early, shoot some pool. And ladies, there's never a cover. This Friday and every Friday, the hottest place to be in Ogden is Club Neptune at 2408 Adams. Club Neptune, a private club for members.
Now, back to more Stingers baseball on ESPN 1230 AM.
Right-hander Scott Atchison comes on now for Tacoma for the 31st time this year. His 30th appearance out of the bullpen. He's won 4 and lost 2. With 5 saves and a 3.88 earned run average, the PCL batting .260 against Atchison, who has a win and a save among his 3 appearances against the Stingers this year. Runners at first and second, 2 out. And Will Nieves, the batter, he's 1 for 3. An unearned run has put the Stingers ahead. Nieves on the season, 1 for 2, with a single and a strikeout against Atchison. The 6'2", 180-pound right-hander from TCU. And his first pitch is into Nieves for a strike 0-1. Can't close the books on Mesh's line as he's responsible for the 2 men on base, although the runs would be unearned. No balls, 1 strike the count. The pitch. Swing and a foul back into the screen, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 4-3 Salt Lake here in the 7th. Davis out of the box momentarily and now back in. McPherson the lead at second base. Pelaez over at first. Atchison ready, the pitch. Swinging a ground ball to third. Dobbs has it. His throw across the diamond on target and in time to retire the side. But the Stingers take the lead with an unearned run. 1 hit, 1 error, 2 runners left on base. As we go to the 8th, it's now the Stingers 4 and Tacoma 3 on ESPN 1230.
So, when's the last time you got a bonus? Well, now you can get $2,000 in bonus bucks when you buy a 2003 Honda VTX 1800 motorcycle. Yeah, use your bonus bucks on any accessories, on riding gear, or even a down payment. You can also take advantage of great low financing. So head on down to Stedman's Recreation at 916 North Main in Tooele today for your bonus bucks, and you can cruise the boulevard in style. Bonus bucks offer good through August 31st, 2004. Other restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
If you need to lose 15, 20, even 50 pounds or more, then you need the powerful one-day diet, an amazing breakthrough that guarantees rapid weight loss without giving up your favorite foods, counting calories, or taking dangerous diet pills.
I'm Linda. I lost 10 pounds in 7 days. I was skeptical at first, but it's simple, easy, and it really works. Hi, my name is Kelly. I lost 21 pounds in 37 days and 10 inches off my waist on the one-day diet. I couldn't believe it.
There now exists a bioactive weight loss compound so powerful, so effective, that it boosts your metabolism, burns stored fat, and helps you lose weight fast. The one-day diet is much too powerful for people that need to lose less than 15 pounds.
Hi, my name is Anna. I lost 27 pounds in 45 days. I've never tried anything like this. It's truly amazing.
Call now for your risk-free starter pack at 1-800-626-5182. One-day diet is 100% safe, natural, and guaranteed. Call toll-free 1-800-626-5182. That's 1-800-626-5182.
We go to the 8th inning. It's a 4-3 ball game in favor of the Stingers. Bucky Jacobson, Raul Banez, and Mickey Lopez to face right-hander Derek Turnbow, who worked 2/3 of an inning last night, gave up a run on 3 hits. Turnbow making his 26th appearance of the season, his 25th out of the bullpen. He's 1-3 with 2 saves and a 4.87 earned run average. First batter he'll face is Bucky Jacobson, who delivered an RBI double his last time up. Jacobson, so far this year, has never faced Turnbull until now. So 4-3 Stingers here in the 8th. Craig Jones worked 1 inning, gave up 1 hit, a bunt single, no runs. Pitch to Jacobson, breaking ball low and outside. The right-hand batter, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. The outfield deep and shaded towards right. Now Turnbow's pitch, swinging a ground ball to short. Amezica's got it on the letter high bounce. The step in the throw to first, had plenty of time to get Jacobson for out number 1. So Jacobson retired, 1 away. That'll bring up Raul Banez, who's 2 for 3. A pair of singles and a run batted in and a run scored. So 1 out, nobody on here in the 8th. Stingers trying to win 3 out of 4 in this series to claim their 3rd series win in their last 4 series played. Now the pitch, swing and a miss at a fastball, strike 1. 0-1, the count on Ibanez. Turnbull working over the baseball with his right hand. Now comes set the 0-1. Ibanez takes a breaking ball inside at the knees, and it evens the count at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Turnbull 1-0 with a 1.69 ERA against the Rainiers this year. The 1-1 pitch, waved at and missed. A strike 1 and 2. Matter of fact, the 3 hits he gave up last night, first 3 that he had given up to the Rainiers all season long. 1-2 the count on Ibanez. Turnbow's pitch. He went around on a pitch in the dirt, and Ibanez goes down, but he seems to be all right. But he did strike out. That is the first strikeout for Turnbow, the 4th for Stingers pitching in the ball game. 2 outs here in the 8th. That'll bring up Mickey Lopez, whose error at second base in the bottom of the 7th allowed the go-ahead run to score for the Stingers when it appeared that Gil Mesh was out of trouble. Lopez at the plate tonight, 1 for 3, single to right field his last time up. Part of that 3-run, 5-hit inning that allowed the Rainiers to tie it. First pitch fastball from Turnbow misses inside, ball 1. 1-0 the count. Now the pitch. strike as he zips a fastball in on the inside corner at the knees. 0-1. No balls. 1 strike to count on Derek. Or from Lopez, rather. 1 ball, 1 strike to Mickey Lopez. The pitch. Swinging a foul back. 1-2. That error was his 9th of the year. He made only 9 errors all of last year with Tacoma in 129 games played, making him the top defensive player for Tacoma last year, as well as voted on as the Rainiers team MVP in 2003. 1-2 pitch to Lopez. He went around on a pitch in the dirt, trapped third strike. Ball gets away from Nieves. Has to hurry to throw, and he gets it to first in time for the out. And that retires the side. 3 up, 3 down go the Rainiers in the 8th. After 7.5, Stingers 4, Tacoma 3 on ESPN 1230.
Connected Wireless is growing to better serve you with their new Provo Town Center store. Connected Wireless doesn't just sell one-of-a-kind wireless services like most wireless companies. Connected Wireless is your one-stop wireless source. They'll fix you up with the right plan and the right service from Sprint, AT&T, Verizon, and T-Mobile. Plus, Connected Wireless has all the latest and hard-to-find accessories. Connected Wireless will beat any deal, even internet deals. Call 205-FREE or look in the yellow pages to find one of 7 Connected Wireless locations. Get connected. Stay connected with Connected Wireless.
So, when's the last time you got a bonus? Well, now you can get $2,000 in bonus bucks when you buy a 2003 Honda VTX 1800 motorcycle. Yeah, use your bonus bucks on any accessories, on riding gear, or even a down payment. You can also take advantage of great low financing. So head on down to Stedman's Recreation at 916 North Main in Tooele today for your bonus bucks, and you can cruise the boulevard in style. Bonus bucks offer good through August 31st, 2004. Other restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
After a 10-win season, a Liberty Bowl shutout of Southern Miss, and a top 25 ranking, you may think the University of Utah football team is satisfied. Well, Urban Meyer and the boys want to let you in on a little secret. You ain't seen nothing yet. So call 581-UTIPS for your season tickets because
you're listening to Stingers Baseball on the home of the Salt Lake Stingers, ESPN 1230 AM.
Well, we go to the bottom of the 8th. The new pitcher coming on for the Rainiers, left-hander Randy Williams, on for the 29th time this year. He's 4-1 with 3 saves and a 3.28 earned run average. PCL batting just 195 against Williams. Brian Gordon to lead things off. He's 0 for 2 with a walk. First pitch swinging and missing for a strike. 0-1. Williams making his 5th appearance against the Stingers. He's allowed 2 runs on 2 hits in 5 2/3 innings. 1 save. That came on June 15th in the second game of a doubleheader. 0-1 pitch swing and a miss. 0-2, and this shakeup of the Tacoma lineup brought to you by Jake's Over the Top. Jake's Over the Top now serving their fresh raspberry shake with mounds of rich, smooth vanilla ice cream. The regular fresh raspberry shake has almost 2 pounds of ice cream. Pick one up today. Now the 0-2. Gordon takes a breaking ball. Strike 3 call at the knees. 1 down. That'll bring up Casey Smith, who's 0 for 3. He has struck out twice. Each time he was caught looking. In the 9th for Tacoma, it'll be the bottom third of the order. Greg Dobbs, Jim Horner, and Ramon Santiago due up. For the Stingers down in the bullpen. Right-hander Brandon Emanuel as Williams misses ball 1. 1-0 the count. That thing's got to be huge, and it's a regular size shake. 2 pounds of ice cream in one shake. There's a fastball in the outside corner at the knees. 0-1. No balls, 1 strike the count. Swing and a miss at a breaking ball. 1-2. Randy Williams, 6'3", 195 in his 5th year. Out of Lamar University down in Houston. Missed 2 full seasons with Tommy John elbow surgery, 2001 and 2002. Now Williams, the 1-2 pitch. Smith slaps it foul. Heads up. That one went into the crowd in a hurry. Hopefully everybody is all right down there. Don't appear to see anybody showing any major signs of discomfort down there. Now the 1-2. Swinging a chopper on one hop to the hill. Flagged down by Williams. The toss to first for the out. 2 up, 2 down here in the Salt Lake 8. Here's Brian Speck. He's grounded to second, struck out swinging, and fly to left field. So 2 outs, nobody on base. Speck turns around to bat right-handed now for the first time tonight, facing the left-hander, Randy Williams. The southpaw kicks the first pitch. Speck takes a strike on the inside corner above the knees, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. Stingers leading 4-3 on an unearned run in the 7th. It snapped to 3 all time. Pitch. Fastball inside. A ball, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Dobbs, Horner, and Santiago due up in the 9th for Tacoma as the pitch is low ball 2, but Luis Huguetto down near the on-deck circle for Tacoma, behind the fence that the bat boy sits at. He's sitting there working over his bat, and we may see him pinch hit in the 9th. 2-1 pitch on the way. Speck takes a changeup high and outside for ball 3. 3-1 the count. Zach Sorensen due next as Williams delivers. Started after it, held up. The fastball's over the outside corner, just under the letters for a strike. And that fills the count at 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Now Williams pitch. Swinging a chopper toward short. Santiago handles the high hop. Throws to first just in time to get Speck by an eyelash. And that retires the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base. We go to the 9th. It's the Stingers 4, Tacoma 3 on ESPN 1230.
If you need to lose 15, 20, even 50 pounds or more, then you need the powerful one-day diet, an amazing breakthrough that guarantees rapid weight loss without giving up your favorite foods, counting calories, or taking dangerous diet pills.
I'm Linda. I lost 10 pounds in 7 days. I was skeptical at first, but it's simple, easy, and it really works. Hi, my name is Kelly. I lost 21 pounds in 37 days and 10 inches off my waist on the one-day diet. I couldn't believe it.
There now exists a bioactive weight loss compound so powerful, so effective, that it boosts your metabolism, burns stored fat, and helps you lose weight fast. The one-day diet is much too powerful for people that need to lose less than 15 pounds.
Hi, my name is Anna. I lost 27 pounds in 45 days. I've never tried anything like this. It's truly amazing.
Call now for your risk-free starter pack at 1-800-626-5182. One-day diet is 100% safe, natural, and guaranteed. Call toll-free 1-800-626-5182. That's 1-800-626-5182.
Starting for your locally owned grocery store, Andy Goodwill.
Regarded as the top customer service clerk in the country, Andy Goodwill is a first-team all-star selection as a provider of only the best service to shoppers at any of the associated food stores, including Acres, Peterson's, Macy's, and others across the Wasatch Front. As region MVP, Goodwill set records for happy customers, satisfied shoppers, and stunning smiles. Goodwill chose Associated Food Stores because of its commitment to customer service and the impressive reputation of Western Family Products. For your family, only the best.
We go to the 9th inning. Brandon Emanuel trying to finish off and gain his 3rd save. Brandon making his 18th appearance, his 11th out of the bullpen. He's 0-5 with a 7.53 earned run average. The PCL batting .346 against Emanuel, who has lowered his earned run average by 2.5 runs since moving from the starting rotation to the bullpen. Derek Turnbow bounces back after a rough outing yesterday to work a 1-2-3/8 with a pair of strikeouts. So Greg Dobbs to lead things off for the Rainiers here in the ninth against Brandon Emanuel. Dobbs on the night, 1 for 3. Emanuel 0-1 with an ERA of 9 against the Rainiers this year. 3 appearances, 1 start against Tacoma. Now the pitch. Dobbs takes low, ball 1. Stingers with Rick, Sorensen, and Gordon in left, center, and right. McPherson, Amezica, Specht, and Smith, the infield third to first. A battery of Emanuel pitching and Nieves catching. Emanuel ready with a 1-0. Swinging a ground ball, sharply hit it inside the first base bag and down into the right field corner. Ryan Gordon giving chase. The ball bounces over his bare hand, and that's going to allow Dobbs to take the turn at second and go all the way to third. And the Rainiers have the tying run at third with nobody out. Gordon trying to play the carom at the wall. It took a sharp angle on him. He had to reach down with his bare right hand and was unable to flag it down, and that gave Dobbs an extra base. And now Greg Jacobs is going to pinch hit for Jim Horner. So Greg Jacobs to pinch hit here in the ninth inning. Jacobs comes in batting .240, 3 doubles, 4 homers, and 12 runs batted in. 2 for 9 in this series. So the tying runs at third with nobody out. That'll go as a triple for Dobbs, his first. The pitch on the way. Swing at a fastball and a foul back. Strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. Luis Ugueto in the on-deck circle. He'll pinch hit for Santiago. No balls, 1 strike. Dobbs at third. Emanuel's 0-1 pitch to Jacobs. Swinging a ground ball foul at the first base side. The count's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes the count. So Jacobs pinch hitting here for the Rainiers here in the ninth. Hearing in is Emanuel. Now Brandon ready. The 0-2 pitch. Low and inside of the left-hand batter. A ball, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Stingers 4, Tacoma 3. The Rainiers with a tying run at third here in the ninth with nobody out. Emanuel ready. The 1-2 pitch to Jacobs. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Dropped third strike. Nieves looks the runner back to third and throws to first for the out. 1 down here in the ninth. And now Luis Ugueto to pinch hit for Ramon Santiago. So Ugueto pinch hitting. He's batting .270 on the year. 12 doubles, 6 triples, 6 homers, 33 runs batted in. Ugueto with just 2 hits and 13 at-bats in this series. So now it's Ugueto's turn with the tying run at third and 1 out. Santiago leaves the game having gone 0 for 3. The infield in the pitch. Into the dirt. Good block by the right hand of Nieves. He slid across to get his body on it, but I think it hit Nieves in the right hand. He's trying to shake it off. That's got to hurt. And may leave a mark. 1 ball, no strikes the count. Elpidio Guzman is due next. 1-0 the count. The outfield shaded towards left for Ugueto. Now Brandon ready. Emmanuel with a 1-0. Swing and a miss at a raking ball. 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ugetto this year 0 for 1 against Emmanuel, and he struck out swinging against him the other night. Emmanuel retired all 5 batters he faced for his second save. That was on Monday night. Now the 1-1 pitch to Ugetto. Swing and a miss as the bottom dropped out of that one. That is strike 2. 1-2 the count on Ugetto. Dobbs the base runner at third. 1 out. Stingers lead by a run at 4-3. 1-2 the count on Ugetto. Switch hitter batting from the left side against the right-hander Emmanuel. Brandon ready. The 1-2 pitch. Tack foul behind home plate as he just got a piece of it to stay alive. 1-2 the count on Ugetto. Guzman on deck. A leadoff triple by Greg Dobbs. Emmanuel struck out Jacob swinging. And now he's ahead on Luis Ugetto. 1-2 as Emmanuel deals. Low and inside, and another good stop by Nieves, sliding across to his right to prevent that ball from going to the screen and bringing home the tying run. Emmanuel with a lot of movement on his pitch tonight. 2 balls, 2 strikes. No breeze at all. Old Glory hanging limp on the flagpole and left. The 2-2 to Ugetto. Just a little bit low, ball 3. And now the count is full at 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Will Nieves behind the plate. Puts the sign down and the target up for the 3-2 payoff pitch. Low and outside, he walked him. Now runners at the corners, 1 out. Do you play the infield in or a double play depth? Guzman with his speed would be tough to double up. And now Mike Brumley going out to the mound to have a meeting with the infield and battery. Because Ugetto is likely to be running. He has 13 stolen bases. Try to stay out of the possible double play as well as move the go-ahead run into scoring position. Elpidio Guzman, the batter. He is 1 for 4 tonight with a bunt single in the 7th. Guzman will be facing Emmanuel for the first time this year. So the meeting is over. Now the the tying run at third, the go-ahead run at first for Tacoma here in the 9th. Will Nieves out in front of the plate with a defensive signal. The infield is in all the way around. Ugetto with good speed over at first. Again, overall, his numbers 13 out of 18 in the stolen base department. Now Emmanuel set the first pitch to Guzman. He shows bunt, the pitch in the dirt. It gets behind the catcher Nieves. The runner at third, Dobbs has to hold, but Ugetto goes to second. 1 ball, the count on Guzman. Well, they weren't going to turn 2 anyway. It's ruled a wild pitch. But now the go-ahead run stands in scoring position out at second base. The infield in all the way around. 1 ball, the count on Guzman. Time called as Nieves goes out to talk with Emmanuel. In the meantime, Tacoma with their left-hander George Sherrill in the bullpen. Who blew the save on Sunday night but got the win. 1 ball, no strikes. Now Emmanuel comes set. The pitch on the way. Low and outside, ball 2. 2-0 the count. Out the lead at third. Ugetto out at second as Emmanuel delivers the 2-0 pitch. Guzman swings. It's a high bouncing ball. Everybody's going to be safe as the run scores to tie the game at 4-4. As Guzman banged that one off the sidewalk in front of home plate, it bounced high in the air. And the only thing Alfredo could do is hold on to it. And now runners are at first and third with 1 out. And the game is all even at 4 apiece. And now the go-ahead runs at third. Runners at the corners for Jeremy Reed, who's 3 for 4. And once again with speed on the base pass, Nieves with the signal. For Emmanuel, his first blown save of the season. Now the pitch to Reed. High ball 1, 1-0 the count. In the bottom of the ninth, the Stingers will have the top of their order due up. Ugetto at third, Guzman at first. The pitch. High ball 2, 2-0 the count on Reed. Two balls, no strikes. Ugetto, the go-ahead run at third. Guzman on at first. Tie game 4-4. Stingers have been out hit 13-8. Emmanuel's pitch. Low, ball 3. 3-0 the count, and a wide one here would load the bases for A.J. Zapp. 3 balls, no strikes. Tacoma trying to battle back and earn a split in the series as the left-hander Dusty Bertman is up now in the Stingers bullpen. Emmanuel's 3-0 delivery. Reed takes high, ball 4, and that wasn't close. And now the bases are loaded with 1 out. A.J. Zapp, the batter, he's 1 for 4. Bergman just got up, so he's not ready to come in, even though it's a left-handed batter coming to the plate. On the season, A.J. Zapp 1 for 2, including a home run against Emmanuel. So now the base is loaded with 1 out. As the Rainiers have tied it here in the ninth and have a chance to take the lead. On the season, Zapp 0 for 4 with the bases loaded. Emmanuel ready, and the first pitch. Zapp takes a changeup outside, ball 1. That's 5 in a row delivered out of the strike zone by Brandon. 1-0 the count. Bucky Jacobson due next. Runner at third, Ugetto. Guzman at second, Reed at first. The 1-0 pitch to Zapp. Swing and a miss, and a breaking ball is strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Again, the left-hander George Sherrill throwing in the Tacoma bullpen. 1 ball, 1 strike. The outfield straight away. Tacoma with Greyhounds on the base paths all the way around. The 1-1 pitch to Zapp. Swinging a ground ball foul to the coach's box at first, and a nice play by Netman to grab the souvenir, and the count's 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. on A.J. Zapp. Lined out to the first baseman, Casey Smith, his last time up. Four here in the ninth. Now Emmanuel ready. The 1-2 pitch to Zapp. Swinging another ground foul, first base side. This one out of Netman's reach. Again, the lefty Dusty Berkman throwing in the Stingers bullpen. George Sherrill, the Tacoma closer, down the left field line. 1-2, the count on Zapp. He steps out of the batter's box and now steps back in. Emmanuel from the belt. The 1-2. Whoa, a changeup that just barely missed on the outside part of the plate above the knees. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The umpires in the green seats disagree with the umpire behind the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes, the count on Zapp. Well, we don't want to go to 3-2. Emmanuel ready, the pitch. Sharply hit grounder, foul, and that one glances off the bullpen catcher Tom Gregorio's. His guard down there, Yoshi Mizuo, couldn't block it in time. 2 balls, 2 strikes, the count. Emmanuel struggling through the ninth. Started with a triple by Dobbs. He then struck out Jacobs, but walked Ugetto. An infield single brought in the tying run, and then a walk to Reed loaded the bases. 2-2, the count on Zapp as Emmanuel deals. Swinging a pop foul, third base side, over the roof and onto 13th south. So we'll do it all again at 2-2. Again, the Stingers will have Zach Sorensen, Alfredo Amezaga, and Adam Riggs 2 up. In the bottom of the ninth. Will they try to break a tie, or will they have to try to come from behind? That will be decided in the next couple of batters. Here's the 2-2 pitch again to Zapp. Breaking ball, low, ball 3. Now the count is full at 3-2, and there's no place to put him. 3 balls and 2 strikes. The outfield straight away, the infield a double play depth. 3 balls and 2 strikes the count. Now Emmanuel peers in, gets the sign from Nieves. And now time call as Emmanuel steps off and the hitter Zapp steps out. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Now Emmanuel ready. The payoff pitch to Zapp. Low, ball 4, and the go-ahead run is just walked in. An RBI for A.J. Zapp, and it's now a 5-4 Tacoma lead. Bases still loaded for Bucky Jacobson, the league's leading RBI man with 85. And he comes up with the bases loaded and 1 out, and despite the lefty-righty matchup, we're going to have a connected wireless call to the bullpen. That's going to be all for Brandon Emmanuel. Dusty Berkman will come on to pitch. We'll tell you all about him in 1 minute here on ESPN 1230.
You asked for it. Now at Upper Limit Fitness, we're pleased to announce that our new clearance zone is in all 3 of our stores. The Upper Limit Clearance Zone is a store within a store, bursting at the seams with fantastic savings on new and used quality fitness equipment. You'll discover unbelievable savings on strength equipment, treadmills, bikes, free weights, and gyms. You'll find reconditioned exercise equipment with factory warranty, special deals on benches and bikes, dumbbell racks up to 70% off, Olympic 300-pound sets with base and weights as low as $119 with weight plates for under 30 cents a pound. Our clearance zone is a great place to save on quality fitness equipment, new and used, demos and odds and ends. Check out the great deals on top quality treadmills, bikes, home gyms, and free weights, all at huge clearance zone discounts. Come into any Upper Limit location and look for the clearance zone sign and get ready to save. Upper Limit Fitness, 815 West 2400 South in Salt Lake, 1345 South State in Orem, and at the corner of Antelope and Hillfield Road in Layton.
Now back to more Stingers baseball on ESPN 1230 AM.
So the new pitcher, Dusty Bergman, on for the Stingers. And for Bergman, this will be his 24th appearance of the year. He's 1-0 with a 3.29 earned run average. He'll inherit the bases loaded with one out. Brandon Emanuel goes a third of an inning, gives up 2 hits. And the rest of the line to be determined. 3 walks and 1 strikeout. Dusty Bergman facing Bucky Jacobson. Again, the league's leading RBI man. 5-4 now in favor of Tacoma. Jacobson so far this year against Bergman singled the only time he faced him. So here's Jacobson now, 5-4. Stingers looking for the double play ball. They could turn 2 on Jacobson on a ground ball at someone. He leads the Rainiers, having grounded into 8 double plays this season. Guzman at third, Reed at second, Zapp at first. 1 out. And Bergman steps off. So Dusty trying to work out of the jam here in the 9th without any further damage being done. Jacobson awaits the first pitch, low and inside, ball 1. Bergman has allowed 3 hits and 1 unearned run in 4 innings against the Rainiers this year. 1 ball to count on the right-hand batter. The outfield around towards left. Now Bergman sets the 1-0. Swing and a pop-up. First base side, foul ground. Casey Smith there has room, and he'll make the catch for out number 2. So Jacobson is retired. 2 out, and that brings up Raul Ibanez. Ibanez, in what will likely be his final at bat of his rehab assignment, is 2 for 4 on the night, including an RBI single. He has 4 hits and 16 at bats in this series. So Ibanez the batter with the bases loaded, 2 out. Bergman ready, the first pitch. Fastball high, ball 1. Now you might think the Stingers had the advantage in this lefty-lefty matchup, but ironically that's where Dusty has struggled this year. He has had struggle getting the left-hand batter out in this situation. 1-0 pitch, fastball down the middle above the knees for a strike, and it's 1-1. Mickey Lopez due next. Ibanez, the 8th man to come to bat in the inning. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bergman from the belt, the 1-1. Swing and a miss at a fastball, and it's 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. A bases loaded walk to A.J. Zapp has put the Rainiers ahead 5-4 here in the 9th. Now Bergman from the belt, the 1-2. Foul third base side over the roof, and once again onto 13th out. So the count holds at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Ibanez in his 13th professional season. Turned 32 last month. Now Bergman from the belt, the 1-2. Fastball high, evens the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes with Mickey Lopez on deck. George Sherrill still throwing down the left field line. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, 2 in and 3 on for the Rainiers. The pitch swung on and sliced foul to the upper deck third base side. The count holds at 2-2. And Tacoma has already clinched the season series for the first time since 1997. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bergman's pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out on a slider, and that retires the side. But the Rainiers have taken the lead. 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors, 3 left on the base paths. We go to the bottom of the 9th inning. It's Tacoma 5, the Stingers 4 on ESPN 1230.
So, when's the last time you got a bonus? Well, now you can get $2,000 in bonus bucks when you buy a 2003 Honda VTX 1800 motorcycle. Yeah, use your bonus bucks on any accessories, on riding gear, or even a down payment. You can also take advantage of great low financing. So head on down to Stedman's Recreation at 916 North Main in Tooele today for your bonus bucks, and you can cruise the boulevard in style. Bonus bucks offer good through August 31st, 2004. Other restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
Mortgage rates have gone up. Hi, this is Scott Borster with Alta Mortgage Group. Mortgage rates have increased recently, so at Alta Mortgage Group, we've created a new program which offers a rock-bottom fixed interest rate for up to 7 years that is flexible enough to allow you to pay a normal payment based on 10, 15, 20, or 30-year mortgage payments. Or just take a breather and just pay the interest rate you choose. This program sometimes cuts your mortgage payment in half. These rates are so low you'll have to call 628-9400 for a quote. We can also correct inaccurate credit scores that are making you pay higher interest rates on your loans. This problem of inaccurate credit scores is costing consumers millions of dollars per year. Let us help you today. We can help you correct these credit problems. Call 628-9400. That's 628-9400. Or visit us on the web at altamortgagegroup.com. We are here to help you.
KQS Murray, Salt Lake City. This is ESPN Radio AM 1230. The worldwide leader in sports. A Citadel Broadcasting Station.
All right, we go to the 9th inning. Stingers now down by a run. George Sherrill, who's been nearly automatic against the rest of the league, but not against the Stingers. Zach Sorensen to lead things off. On the 0-1, the pitch is low. And the count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. George Sherrill again blew the save, but got the win on the 4th of July. The 1-1 to Sorensen. Swung on, flared to right center, but Reed coming on will get there, and he'll make the over-the-shoulder catch for out number 1. 1 away, Alfredo Amezaga the batter. He's 2 for 4. Sherrill 4-2 with 12 saves and a 2.42 earned run average. So George Sherrill trying to finish it off. Despite all of his successes this year, he is looking for his 2nd save, but he has 2 wins and a loss against the Stingers. First pitch to Alfredo, shows bunt, takes a fastball strike in the outside corner at the knees, 0-1. Randy Williams, who worked the scoreless 8th inning, would be in line for the victory here for Tacoma. Pitch inside at the knees, a ball, 1-1. Stingers trailing by a run now, 5-4. Here in the bottom of the 9th. Now the left-hander Sherrill ready. The pitch. Amezaga takes one in the dirt that skips back to the screen, ball 2. 2-1 the count on Alfredo in his first game back after being sent down by the Angels. 5-4 Tacoma here in the 9th. Now Sherrill ready, the 2-1. Swinging a chopper left side. The third baseman Dobbs to his left has it. Throws to first, nearly pulling Zapp off the bag, but he maintains contact for the out. So 2 up and 2 down here in the ninth. That'll bring up Adam Riggs. 1 for 4 on the nines. The Stingers are down to their last out. So far on the season, Riggs with 1 hit in 3 at-bats against George Sherrill. Spent 4.5 years in independent ball before breaking through to the Seattle organization last year. Pitch to Riggs. A strike, a breaking ball at the knees, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike to count. So the Rainiers 1 out away from a 2-run in the 9th inning win. A 1-strike pitch to Riggs. Swung on in line, right center field. Reed on the run, reaches out, makes the catch, and the ball game is over. And the Rainiers have themselves a come-from-behind win here at Franklin Covey Field in their final meeting of the year between the Stingers and the Rainiers. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. The final score here at Franklin Covey Field, the Tacoma Rainiers 5 and the Salt Lake Stingers 4. I'll be back with the 10th inning show next here on ESPN 1230.
This has been Salt Lake Stingers baseball. Stay tuned for a complete wrap-up of tonight's game. The 10th inning show is coming up next on the home of the Salt Lake Stingers, ESPN 1230 AM.
Starting for your locally owned grocery store, Andy Goodwill.
Regarded as the top customer service clerk in the country, Andy Goodwill is a first-team all-star selection as a provider of only the best service to shoppers at any of the associated food stores, including Acres, Peterson's, Macy's, and others across the Wasatch Front. As region MVP, Goodwill set records for happy customers, satisfied shoppers, and stunning smiles. Goodwill chose associated food stores because of its commitment to customer service and the impressive reputation of Western Family Products. For your family, only the best.
Spring is here, and that means shorter nights. But just because there's more daylight doesn't mean you don't still need better everyday lighting. Your local Ace Hardware stores and GE Lighting can help. GE Lighting has replaced the ordinary incandescent bulb with the new Reveal bulb. Reveal bulbs make colors so crisp, clean, that you truly see the difference. Guaranteed. Reveal bulbs from GE Lighting at your local Ace Hardware. Ace, the helpful place.
The game is over, and the fans are leaving the ballpark. It's time now for the 10th inning show. A complete wrap-up of today's game, with a look at the rest of the Pacific Coast League and Major League Baseball. This is the 10th inning show on ESPN 1230 AM. Now let's go back to the ballpark with the voice of the Stingers, Steve Klauke.
Welcome back to Franklin Covey Field. A tough one for the Stingers tonight. They have a 4-3 lead going into the 9th inning, but the Rainiers play a pair. Actually, Tacoma's second comeback after Dallas McPherson's monstrous 3-run homer off the batter's eye in center field in the 5th. They rallied for 3 in the 6th to tie it. Stingers take the lead on an unearned run in the 7th before the Rainiers win it in the 9th. An infield single by Elpidio Guzman, bringing in the tying run, and a bases-loaded walk to A.J. Zapp, bringing in the eventual winning run. So Tacoma wins it 5-4. Here are the totals for the Rainiers. 5 runs on 13 hits, 1 error, and they left 9 men on base. For the Stingers, 4 runs on 8 hits, 1 error, and 8 men left on base. The winning pitcher, Randy Williams, now 5-1. Brandon Emanuel takes the loss. He's now 0-6. And George Sherrill picks up the save. That would be his 13th of the year. Time of the game, 3 hours, 1 minute. And the paid attendance tonight, 5,436. As the Stingers fall to 34-52 on the year, while the Rainiers move their record to 48-35. Time now for tonight's impossible defensive play of the game, brought to you by the Gus Paulus Auto Group. For the best deals on an American Revolution of Chevy cars and trucks, visit Gus Paulus Chevrolet at 35th South, 40th West. With Gus, anything is possible tonight. We give it to Will Nieves, who not once but twice cut off the vaunted running game of the Tacoma Rainiers by twice throwing out would-be base stealers, Mickey Lopez in the 4th and Elpidio Guzman in the 7th inning. And so those are the Gus Paulus Auto Group impossible defensive plays of the game, brought to you by the Gus Paulus Auto Group. Stingers fall to the Rainiers tonight by a final score of 5-4. We'll come back and have the out-of-town scoreboard for you next here on ESPN 1230.
Are you tired of going to all the same clubs? Wondering where all the fun went? It's at Club Neptune. The place to be in Ogden is Club Neptune. Every Friday, party with the Neptune girls. Neptune has 2 dance floors with the latest in fiber lighting to help you lose yourself. One with regional DJs spinning the Brampton hip-hop dance and old school. The other plays all your favorites from the 80s. This Friday night is Neptune's Fat Friday. This week's DJs are OC Chaos and Cubarelli. There are door prizes for the hottest couples. Come party with the sexiest girls and guys in Ogden. Off 24th Street in Ogden, 1 block east of Washington at 2408 Adams. Arrive early, shoot some pool. And ladies, there's never a cover. This Friday and every Friday, the hottest place to be in Ogden is Club Neptune at 2408 Adams. Club Neptune, a private club for members.
To the podium and spokesman Joey McDonough.
Karen Pullman's Bowling Center is now open at 7990 South, 1300 East. Yes, you, sir.
Yeah, you said before the new center will be 16 lanes?
Right. Built to the standards of Junior Olympic Bowling Master Instructor and USA Bowling Gold Coach Karen Pullman.
Does Karen Pullman's have a family night special?
Yes, for only $30, your family can bowl all night and have something to eat in the cafe. And all week, you'll save with a ball, bag, shoes, and lesson for only $99. Plus deep discounts on all in-stock clothing items.
What about Karen Pullman's legendary embroidery?
The new center has over 3,000 square feet to create your custom embroidered letter jackets and uniforms for teams and businesses. Also, you'll find a full-service cafe that is open for lunch and dinner.
Good news. Call 233-1101 to register now for Fall Leagues. And remember, purchase a bowling ball and receive instruction on the lanes from a certified instructor. Back to you.
Welcome back to the ballpark. It's time now to find out what else happened under the lights tonight in the PCL and Major League Baseball as we check out the out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by GE Lighting and the new Reveal light bulb. You can check out the Reveal bulb at your locally owned Ace Hardware store. First of all, in the Pacific Coast League, there are still 3 games in progress. They're in the 8th inning at Tucson. Sidewinders lead Las Vegas 5-4. Fresno shutting out Sacramento 7-0 in the 8th. And Edmonton leads at Portland 3-1 in the 7th. Finals at Memphis. Nashville beats the Redbirds 3-1 on home runs in the 10th inning by former Buzz shortstop Mike Moriarty and infielder Tomas De La Rosa. In the, at Colorado Springs, the Sky Sox double up Omaha 12-6 at New Orleans. The Zephyrs rout Oklahoma 9-4. Phil Hyatt with his 20th home run of the year and the 303rd of his minor league career. Albuquerque scores 5 in the 9th, but falls to Iowa by a score of 6-5. Be interesting to see the attendance figure in Des Moines after a sellout last night to watch Kerry Wood throw 5 shutout innings. In the American League, Detroit outlasts the Yankees 10-8. That's despite Ivan Rodriguez being thrown out in the first inning. At Cleveland, the Indians fall to Texas 9-8, despite former Buzz outfielder Matt Lawton's 15th home run of the year. Toronto routs Seattle 12-4. A pair of home runs for Jim Phelps, including a grand slam. Tampa Bay routs Baltimore 13-3. It was Boston pounding Oakland 11-3 as Pedro Martinez picks up his 5th straight win. Anaheim blanks Chicago 12-0. Jared Washburn the win. And Jose Guillen hits his 14th and 15th home runs for the Halos. Minnesota, for the 3rd straight night, shuts out Kansas City 12-0 the final. Kyle Loesch with a complete game 6-hitter. Over in the National League through 7, the Astros lead the first place San Diego Padres by a score of 5-1. The Giants leading the Rockies by a 6-3 count of the 7th. Barry Bonds with his 23rd home run of the year. And in the 8th at Los Angeles, the Dodgers over Arizona 11-0. The Diamondbacks have only 1 hit in the ball game. Finals, Atlanta routs Montreal in San Juan 14-2 as the Braves pounded out 5 home runs. Make that 6 home runs, 2 of them by Andruw Jones. Pittsburgh beat Florida 4-3. The Pirates have won 11-12. The Mets rout the Phillies by a score of 10-1. Milwaukee completes a sweep of the Cubs by shutting out the Northsiders 4-0. And it was St. Louis downing Cincinnati by a final score of 4-2. And that's a look at your out-of-town scoreboard. The highlights of tonight's game coming up next here on ESPN 1230.
If you need car insurance, your local Geico Direct Insurance professional is here for you. There are definite advantages to having a local insurance representative. You can't beat the service, and it's nice to know a real live person is around to answer your questions. That's why Geico Direct has a local office in Layton, staffed with professionals who know the insurance business just as well as they know the neighborhood. Call your Geico professional today. No matter what you need, you can be sure it will be well done. Call 298-9336. That's 298-9336. Right here in Layton.
Starting for your locally owned grocery store, Andy Goodwill.
Regarded as the top customer service clerk in the country, Andy Goodwill is a first-team all-star selection as a provider of only the best service to shoppers at any of the associated food stores, including Acres, Peterson's, Macy's, and others across the Wasatch Front. As region MVP, Goodwill set records for happy customers, satisfied shoppers, and stunning smiles. Goodwill chose Associated Food Stores because of its commitment to customer service and the impressive reputation of Western Family Products. For your family, only the best.
On directory, you can judge a book by its cover. Why don't you check every page? They got what you need. You can judge a book by its cover.
Phone Directories Company wants to thank you for a great year. Did you know Phone Directories has been serving Utah for nearly 33 years, and we couldn't have done it without you. Thanks for your support. And now that we're into the new year, watch for your local Phone Directories editions arriving soon. That includes Lakeview, Salt Lake Valley, and Provo. Phone Directories Company has books in every city in Utah filled with information, valuable money-saving coupons, full-page menus to local restaurants, recreation guides, and a lot more. We have proven over and over that you can judge a book by its cover. And to advertise in one of our newest editions, just call us. It's toll-free at 800-228-0801, or you can find us on the web at myphonedirectory.com. Make sure to keep an eye out for your latest edition. It's not just a phone book, it's your area information guide and directory by Phone Directories Company. Just watch for the beautiful cover.
Welcome back to Franklin Covey Field in what was a pitcher's duel for 4.5 innings, a 0-0 ball game between Steve Green of the Stingers and Gil Mesh of Tacoma. But in the fifth, the Stingers got to Mesh as Sorensen led off with a single to right field. 1 out later, Adam Riggs single to left, putting 2 men aboard for Dallas McPherson. The pitch swung on and lifted into center field. Reed going back. It's up there. It's out there, and it is gone off the batter's eye in center. A 3-run homer, and the Stingers take a 3-0 lead. So a 3-0 Stingers lead, but Steve Green surrendered that lead the very next half inning. Jeremy Reed single to center, moved to second on a wild pitch, and 1 out later scored on a double to center by Bucky Jacobson that made it 3-1. Jacobson came home on a single to center by Raul Ibanez to make it a 3-2 ball game. Mickey Lopez singled to right field, advancing Ibanez to second. A fielder's choice left runners at first and third, and 2 out for Jim Horner. Now the pitch. Horner swings, punches one right side, pass back to the right field, a base hit. Ibanez hitting from third, scores the tying run, and the game is all even at 3 apiece on Jim Horner's RBI single to right field. So a 3-3 ball game at that point, but then in the bottom of the 7th inning, the Stingers were able to take the lead. Jack Sorensen reaching on an infield single. He was erased on a fielder's choice off the bat of Alfredo Messiga. But then the shortstop down from the Angels stole second base, and with 2 out, Dallas McPherson was intentionally walked with runners at first and third as Messiga tacked up and went to third on the play on the fly ball by Riggs. So runners at the corners, 2 out for Alex Pelaez. 1-2 the count on Pelaez as Mesh delivers. Swinging a ground ball right side. Lopez bobbles, picks it up, and now can't find the handle on it. Everybody is safe, and the go-ahead run scores for the Stingers. So the go-ahead run did indeed score for the Stingers at that point, and so they had a 4-3 lead that they held until the 9th inning. As Greg Dobbs on to start things off. Grounded one just inside the first base bag. Down the right field line, it took a funny hop off the sidewall against Brian Gordon. And Brian reached down with his bare hand to try to knock it down, couldn't, and Dobbs ended up with a triple. But then pinch hitter Greg Jacobs struck out by Brandon Emanuel, so 1 out, a runner at third. And then a walk to pinch hitter Luis Huguetto put runners at first and third. A wild pitch then moved Huguetto to second base, bringing up Elpidio Guzman. Dobbs the lead at third. Huguetto out at second as Emanuel delivers the 2-0 pitch. Guzman swings. It's a high bouncing ball. Everybody's going to be safe as the run scores to tie the game at 4-4. As Guzman banged that one off the sidewalk in front of home plate, it bounced high in the air. And the only thing Alfredo could do is hold on to it. And now runners are at first and third with 1 out. And the game is all even at 4 apiece. So 4-4 at that point. Then Jeremy Reed walked to load the bases. A.J. Zapp worked the count full, 3-2, fouled off a couple of pitches before gaining ball 4 to force in what turned out to be the winning run. Dusty Bergman prevented any further damage by coming in and retiring Bucky Jacobson and Raul Ibanez. The Stingers went down 1-2-3 in the ninth, and the Rainiers had themselves a win in the game and a split in the series. So Tacoma wins it by a final score of 5-4. When we come back, we'll have our Stingers Ace Hardware Most Helpful Player of the Game and a preview of the upcoming series coming up next here on ESPN 1230.
Hi, what can I do for you today?
I came to say goodbye.
Goodbye?
I'm thinking of seeing another Chevy dealership.
Oh.
I've always been happy here at Gus Paula's.
Did we do something wrong?
No, of course not. It's just, well, this other place is advertising a big rebate on a new truck, and I don't want to go. I love you guys. Your service is the best, and Gus is so easy to deal with. This is the worst time of my life.
Sir?
Yeah.
The rebate the dealership is offering? We can match it.
You can?
Any rebates or incentives they offer, we offer.
So I can stay with Gus and still save money?
Yes, you can.
Oh, man, can I have a hug?
No, you can't. But I will get you a tissue.
For the best deals on an American Revolution of Chevy cars and trucks, all you have to do is look down. Way down.
Sorry, I almost got emotional there.
Almost?
I was holding back a lot.
Really?
Yeah, I used to coach football.
I see.
Gus Paula Chevrolet. With Gus, anything is possible.
Hey, Jazz fans. This is Matt Harpring of the Utah Jazz. It's time again for the second annual Matt Harpring basketball camp. I received such a tremendous response last year from both parents and campers that I decided to add an additional week of camp this year. This year's camps will once again be held at open court in Lehi, Utah. The dates of the camps are July 26th through the 29th and August 2nd through August 5th. We will have 2 sessions a day, with the first session starting at 8 a.m. and ending at 12 noon, and the second session starting at 1 p.m. and ending at 5 p.m. The camps will be for both boys and girls ages 6 to 15 years old. For more information regarding the camp, visit mattharpring.com or call Open Court at 801-768-4000. Again, visit mattharpring.com or call Open Court at 768-4000. I take great pride in providing an excellent camp for the kids. I guarantee I will be personally attending each and every minute of my camp. My goal is for each and every camper to have fun, to get better by learning the correct way to play the game of basketball.
Welcome back to Franklin Covey Field. Tacoma coming out on top tonight by a final score of 5-4. It's time now to provide you with our Stingers MHP of the game. The most helpful player brought to you by your locally owned Ace Hardware store. Ace, the helpful plays. A lot of key players for the Stingers in the ball game tonight. Alfredo Amezaga had a couple of hits. Zach Sorensen with a hit, but once again it was Dallas McPherson who is our MHP. He was 1 for 3, including that big 3-run homer in the 5th inning. At the time, put the Stingers ahead by a score of 3-0, but the Stingers were unable to hold on. But Dallas McPherson, our Stingers Ace Hardware most helpful player of the game. Now it's on to Las Vegas for the final 4 games prior to the All-Star break. First visit to Cashman Field of 2 on the season. 8:10 starts coming your way tomorrow, Friday and Saturday nights, with a 1:05 game time coming your way on Sundays. We hope you'll join us from Las Vegas. If you have a free weekend, come on down and join us at Cashman Field for the action. In the meantime, our thanks to Colby Zobel back in our studios here in Salt Lake City, and our thanks to you for listening. Once again, in 3 hours, 1 minute, in front of 5,436, the final score. The Tacoma Rainiers 5 and the Salt Lake Stingers 4. I'm Steve Klauke saying good night and so long from Franklin Covey Field.
Show on ESPN 1230 AM. Be sure to join us after every Stingers game for the 10th inning show on the home of the Salt Lake Stingers. ESPN 1230 AM.